Butch actually did jinx.
I don't believe in things about
You're my guy.
He was hooping, though.
You guys are so much fun to watch, man. Congratulations.
Man, I appreciate y'all.
That's senior guard Kamari McGee, and that's today's Badger Spotlight. Stick around. The Notebook is coming up next as our pregame show continues. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Kids ask their parents a lot of questions.
Why can't people fly?
Gravity.
Is the moon really made of cheese?
Yep, cream cheese.
When can I move into a big kid's car seat?
For some questions, parents may not have the answer, but that's okay. They can't know everything, but knowing the right seat for their age and size will help protect them in a car crash. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Where do babies come from?
Good luck, Dad. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
When might you be buzzed? When you suddenly love everything.
You guys, I love this song. I love these nachos. I love our kickball league. Ugh! I love this guy. What's your name? You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzzed warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I love your car. Is this real leather?
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Loved one owns a gun, and you're concerned about their behavior. You're worried they might harm themselves or others. You wish more than anything you could hit pause on this situation. In Illinois, a firearm restraining order does just that. In extreme cases, this order temporarily prevents a person in crisis from having a firearm, giving them time to heal before they do something dangerous. Learn more at illinois.gov/pause to heal. Brought to you by the Illinois Department of Public Health, Brady and the Ad Council.
We continue with our Badgers pregame coverage as Wisconsin takes on Michigan State in this Big Ten Tournament semifinal game. Alongside Brian Butch, I'm Matt LePay. Well, I thought we were going to have 4 really good games yesterday, and one was really good.
Yeah.
The second one, but the separation in these games. We'll get into it more in our Big Ten report, but to see Purdue get trounced and Illinois get trounced, I guess that shows you what you got. Teams that are good enough in this league to beat other really good teams like a drum, and that's what we saw particularly in the night session.
Yeah, no, I did not see the night session going the way that went, to be completely honest. Back in the hotel room watching it thinking, really? Okay. Now Illinois looked like they had just kind of run out of gas a little bit. And I thought Purdue just – I think more than anything what scares me for Purdue is the NCAA Tournament because they look really tired.
They do.
And I mean, their guys have played heavy minutes all season long, and it looks just from one game I know, but Michigan looked like they had a lot more energy, and Purdue and this is a home game for Purdue. I mean, as far as the fans, all that stuff that goes with it, and they just did not have a pop. They just didn't have the pop.
So they'll get an extra day or two now, being eliminated on Friday. Let's circle back to that, Brian, because that is always the topic with this. I mean, you guys have, when you playing on Sunday was a pretty common occurrence. What was that like? Just getting, staying as fresh as you can. You hope to play Friday, but that's a little out of your control.
Well, it is. Now, I think for this team, I think they've kind of been in control a little bit, win a little, have some help. Milwaukee's a Friday if they end up there, but it is out of your control. You could be sent somewhere where all of a sudden you're playing a Thursday, and then it's about getting your mind right and understanding what you've done and building some confidence here in Indianapolis in the Big Ten Tournament was always so important, and this group did that. And that's what I think the biggest thing is with the win yesterday is they saw some shots go down, and they needed to do that. They needed to see some shots go down. Whatever happens this afternoon, obviously you're trying to win. But they hadn't had a game where they saw the ball go through the net as much as yesterday in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, I want to reiterate what we were talking about yesterday, too, because you hear this said a lot. in basketball. If you are struggling shooting the ball, eventually that's going to affect your ability to guard. But on the flip side, if you're clicking and getting 1.3 per possession, 1.6
in the first half,
when you're doing that, on the other end, you're more motivated still to guard like crazy.
Well, yeah, I mean, and this, the thing that I've been impressed with this team the most is I really do feel like their defense, other than the Penn State game, they've gotten so much better. And offensively, early on in the season, everybody looked at it and said, wow, look at this offensive team. Me and you were looking at it saying, yeah, offensively, great. Defensively.
Yeah, it was but.
We looked at each other. We've seen enough. We've watched enough. We're like, oh, okay. Well, there's some work to be done in the defensive end. They've done that, though. Like, they have gotten better. And I think, to me, that was what was so impressive about yesterday's game is even though they were making threes, I thought they were elite defensively.
They were, and we'll reiterate also what we talked about. We asked Kamari McGee that if Xavier Amos can bottle up that energy from yesterday, he's a skilled player, but we saw a little more grit maybe. And look, his sample sizes have been snapshots, some games more than others, and we'll see what kind of a matchup today is for him. But that was, it's one game, I get it, but it was an encouraging game.
Well, there's no question about it. I mean, and that I think is the thing that you take away a lot is given this stage, to be able to play that kind of game on this stage, that's what you're trying to find out is who can you put in maybe to give you a jolt of energy in the NCAA tournament game. The X earned some more minutes. He earned some more opportunities, just because of the performance. And that's what a coach wants. The coach wants a guy to come in and guys to come in and play really well to make their job tough as far as where the minutes are distributed.
And there are some guys, I want to go back to John Tonje now, some guys just seem to thrive on the bright lights or certain matchups. John Tonje, as we said yesterday, was 12 of 13 from 3 in the two games against UCLA. But I suppose that's something that as a player you feel as well. If it's you, one of your teammates, Marcus Landry, was the MOP of the tournament in 2008. Everybody likes to say you want the big stage, but some maybe like it a little bit more. You can kind of tell that in the locker room.
Yeah, there's no question, and I think that's the thing. How do you handle the emotion of guys that want that stage, but then they play too fast and then it leads to turnovers, or they do some things that they haven't done all year long? That's what that's the weigh part that you have to look through as you weigh it all out. Like, you want guys to play with energy, but you also want them to stay in their box. And I think as a player, that's probably one of the toughest things to try to get your head around is, okay, I've got to just continue to do what I've done every single day from November until today. Just do what I've done, because that's why this team has been successful. So many guys try to do a little bit too much, and then you see coaches just shaking their head and say, "What are you doing?"
We'll find out a little after 5 tomorrow Central Time as to the draw, the seed, the location. A couple folks I've talked to who see the landscape, bracketologists, seem more confident that Wisconsin is going to go to Milwaukee. I guess it's part of the appeal, I guess, is the mystery. But winning yesterday was a pretty sizable step in that direction if that actually occurs.
Yeah, no question about it. It was an extremely good win for this team. I also think what happened on Thursday with a couple of other losses from some other teams that didn't allow them to get more quality wins. It allows Wisconsin to get some quality wins. They took advantage of that opportunity that was in front of them. And now maybe it's a situation where you play at Milwaukee. And I don't know if it's good playing at Milwaukee or not. Like, it sounds great, but there's a lot more distractions. We'll get to that at a different point, because I do think there's more distractions when you play close to home.
Yeah, they have 3 times in the last couple of decades played in Milwaukee, twice at the Bradley Center, the old Bradley Center, and then 3 years ago at Fiserv Forum. Only once did they get through, and that was 2014. And they needed a big-time comeback to do that, to beat Oregon. And obviously that was the second step on Wisconsin's road to the Final Four 11 years ago. I think you'll have the atmosphere. Ticket availability is always kind of, you might have to be a little more creative as Badger fans to get there. But I do know that 3 years ago, it was pretty. Every time the Badgers have been in Milwaukee, it has been a home court kind of feel.
Yeah, there's no question. And it's one of those things that you do want for that. But as players go, I did have a chance to play at the Bradley Center with it. You're looking at it, you're evaluating it, but there's more. You've got more family that wants to be there. You've got more, there's so many of those things that you're worried about, and sometimes that's good, sometimes it's bad. Well, I know the support is great, though. I know.
I've noticed with you in Indianapolis, you can't take 5 steps, and people are like, Brian. I mean, you're
only reason that is because I'm 7 feet tall. That's it. That's the only reason. My head is above everybody else. That is it. That is it.
But you're
matter of fact, I'm hearing Hall of Famer a whole bunch when we walk by, and I know that's not me. I mean, that's
you're
just
one. You're a Hall of Famer. It's. So I laid.
No, I am Mr. Jinx. All right, that's what I am.
Well, you are.
No, that was all you.
You're America's Jinx.
That was all you yesterday.
Of all the ways to bust the streak, too, I mean, a double clutch leaner.
I told you it was coming.
Come on, John.
I knew it was coming.
A double clutch leaner. But, boy, you go 9 for 10, and he goes 6 for 6. You get Steven Crowell 3 for 3, Kamari McGee 3 for 3. Oh, there was a stat that came out over the last quarter century. 3 guys on the team have not combined to go 12 for 12 or better until yesterday. So it was somewhere probably in the middle between the 5 for 32 against Michigan State a couple of weeks ago and the 19 for 32 against UCLA. But the best news was, they started hot against Penn State. They started hot against other teams, and it did fade off. And as Kamari reminded us, leads were lost. They looked so good early against Oregon, so good early against Penn State. They didn't allow UCLA. There was a couple of tense moments there early in the second half, but the Badgers did have an answer, which was really, really big. UCLA never had a great reason to think that it could rally.
Yeah, and I thought I was really impressed because there were a lot of reviews.
Yes.
And because of those reviews, you had to manufacture a lot of offense, and you had to manufacture a lot of energy again. And you need to make sure that you dialed your group back together, and that's extremely tough to do. So I thought they answered the question not once or twice, but I thought they answered it 3 or 4 different times where they needed to kind of regroup and do that together and play as one, and they did a fantastic job.
All right, that is your Badgers Notebook. Stay with us. More of our pregame show is coming up. This is Badger Basketball from Lear Field.
The big game, family, friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need, whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond.
The countdown to savings is on at Clary Building Corp. Get the best prices of the year right now at any Clary location or contact us for a free consultation on the building you have been dreaming about. Clary has a building for every stage of your life. Visit clarybuilding.com today to see all of the amazing building options we offer. Don't let the clock run out for big savings.
Hey, Badger fans, you want your family to be warm and comfortable during the brutal Wisconsin winters, right? That's why it's good to know the knowledgeable, friendly dealers at Bryant Heating and Cooling, who will do whatever it takes to keep your furnace running efficiently, no matter what the weather throws at you. Plus, score up to $2,600 in tax credits on qualifying Bryant systems, and ask about local rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Find your dealer at Bryant.com. That's Bryant.com, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
When it comes to women's sports, there's no place like UW. Our women set the standard for elite performance, from the volleyball court to the hockey rink. Every set, spike, and score pushes the boundaries of what's possible. UW Health mirrors this dedication to greatness. Our extraordinary team of doctors combines revolutionary research with compassionate care, setting the benchmark for healthcare across the country. So for the best care and the best athletics, it's easy. UW all the way. UW Health. Remarkable.
I'm Sawyer, and I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober. Or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
How do you replace a legend? Well, the short answer is you don't. A legend comes along once in a lifetime, if you're lucky. At Usingers, we feel fortunate to have been part of Bob Uecker's life for the last 30 years. Ueck wasn't much of a hitter, just 200 lifetime. But man, could he pitch. Sausage, that is, not baseballs. He was so good, he earned a spot in the Wisconsin Meat Industry Hall of Fame for pitching Usingers products. Summer just won't be the same without you, buddy. Thank you, Mr. Baseball. You are the GOAT.
Back at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in downtown Indianapolis. Semifinals Saturday here in this Big Ten Conference Tournament. The Wisconsin Badgers taking on the Michigan State Spartans, a rematch of a game a couple of weeks ago that had all the look of a down-to-the-wire game, 2-point game in the closing minutes, but Michigan State with a burst, couple of key offensive rebounds, and a day where Wisconsin didn't shoot it well. Brian Butch, the Badgers still did a lot of other things well. We'll hear from Greg Gard on that, but they put themselves in a position somehow, some way to have a shot against a team that's as hot as anybody right now in college basketball.
Well, they did, and rewatched that game a little bit this morning. The one thing, and we talked about it during the game, it really came down to how Wisconsin handled the side pick and roll action that Michigan State got into. Michigan State was able to get into the pick and roll action. They were able to get to the rim and then finish some dunks towards the end of that game. And that's where they were able to kind of create that space a little bit, help Wisconsin make shots, right? Like that's part of it as well. But defensively, I really look early in this game, see how Wisconsin's guarding that ball screen action, because that's where Michigan State did have success.
All right, a little more than a half an hour away from the opening tip. The Badgers and the Spartans for the right to advance to tomorrow's Big Ten Tournament Championship game. We'll check in with head coach Greg Gard, presented by Ho-Chunk Gaming, Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison, and Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, proud casino partners of UW Athletics. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
The 2025 Wisconsin football schedule is here, and you should be too. Season tickets are on sale now, so don't miss your chance to jump around at Camp Randall Stadium this fall. Last year, 6 of 7 home games were sellouts, proof that there's nothing like game day with the Badgers. Secure your spot for marquee matchups against Ohio State, Washington, and Iowa, and enjoy the best value to see Wisconsin football in action. For more information and to get your season tickets, visit ewbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
I'm Sawyer. And I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober. Or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Sam, do you know what these trucks have in common?
They are all Ford trucks.
And
they're built Ford tough?
Also true, but specifically they're Ford F-Series trucks, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years.
48 years? We should celebrate a month-long event.
Sam.
A truckload of value.
Sam.
Across the entire lineup of Ford trucks.
Sam.
That's called Truck Month already, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I knew it.
Based on 1977 to 2024 CY Industry reported total sales.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is currently hiring correctional officers with a starting pay of over $33 per hour, plus scheduled increases and plenty of advancement opportunities. Plus, hourly rates increase for those hired for medium and maximum security positions. To learn more and apply, go to wisc.jobs. That's WISC.jobs.
Badger Basketball is brought to you by UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. Jones Dairy Farm, making breakfast better since 1889. And by U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Now back to the Badger shoot-around.
Pre-game coverage continues, joined by Badgers head coach Greg Gard. You said many times, game's a lot easier when the ball's going through the bucket here. If it were only that easy, right? But great work both ends of the floor. The defensive effort probably gets overshadowed by some. I'm sure not by you guys.
No, I felt defensively. I mean, I really don't even keep track of how many threes we make. I obviously watch and evaluate each possession for what it is, and I really felt defensively we were doing some really good things. And then obviously when you can, couple that with making threes and really the 22 assists jump out. You don't make 19 threes if you're playing selfishly, because you aren't going to get that good of looks. So we were able to really move the ball, share it with each other, and play unselfishly, and that's a byproduct of doing that.
You did it throughout the course of the game, but there was the one possession where it was really popping. Ends up at a corner three from Max. Everybody's just gushing about that, but people who've watched your team seen that before.
Yeah, that's the optimal. That's how you'd like to have every possession look, but it doesn't always play that out that way. But yeah, just the quick decisions, playing 0.5 basketball, meaning you're making in a half a second, you're making a decision whether you're shooting it or moving on to next. And when that ball moves like that, like I said, for any defense, it's hard to keep up with.
I don't know how anyone would predict somebody going 6 for 6 from three like John, but in that first game, that was important. You mentioned it. You wanted to get him going a little bit, and it started to happen for him as that game was moving along against Northwestern.
Yeah, I thought it was important. You could tell he just couldn't find a rhythm in the first half, and that's why, quite frankly, I left him on the floor longer than normal when I usually try to roll guys in and out, just because I felt he had to get something positive happening. And obviously making a couple shots there and then making the shot to end the half, I felt was important for him and obviously important for us to take a 7-point lead. But that, I think, kind of allowed him to get on track and get feeling good about his offensive game.
All right, we'll have more with Coach Guard coming up. Pre-game chat presented by Ho-Chunk Gaming. Back in a moment. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024, U.S. Bank.
Looking for a fan favorite at your tailgate? Pork has you covered. Not only is it nutritious and delicious, but pork's got that flavor that your family expects. Firing up the grill? Try chops, brats, and ribs. Making appetizers or finger foods? Add bacon, ground, or shredded pork. Visit WPPA.org for recipe inspiration and to learn where you can source local pork. Wisconsin Pork Association is proud to support the Badgers and our farmers all year round. And you should too. Brought to you by Wisconsin's Pig Farmers.
Let's have brats for dinner.
Whoa, maybe not.
Hi, this is Fritz Usinger. Your home freezer can begin to suck moisture and flavor out of improperly packaged food products within a matter of days. That's why at Usinger's, we flash freeze our brats and then vacuum seal them to lock in flavor and seal out air. Just put them in your freezer, and when you're ready for a Usinger brat, drop the package in a bowl of water, and in 15 minutes, they're ready to grill. Remember, if it has an ELF on the label, you've got quality on your table.
Jerry?
Yes, honey.
Ooh, don't you think... Jerry!
I know. I'm calling Cleary.
Sometimes DIY means don't involve yourself. You can still have the building of your dreams. Just let the amazing team at Cleary do the work we love. Cleary Building Corp., stopping do-it-yourselfers from injuring themselves since 1978.
The 2025 Wisconsin football schedule is here, and you should be too. Season tickets are on sale now, so don't miss your chance to jump around at Camp Randall Stadium this fall. Last year, 6 of 7 home games were sellouts, proof that there's nothing like game day with the Badgers. Secure your spot for marquee matchups against Ohio State, Washington, and Iowa, and enjoy the best value to see Wisconsin football in action. For more information and to get your season tickets, visit ewbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
An elegant, intimate experience in fine dining is right here at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge features choice cuts of Angus beef and fresh seafood prepared to perfection over an open flame grill, complemented by an extensive selection of fine wines and signature martinis. A passion for detail in exceptional dining. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Open Thursday through Sunday. Call and make your reservations today.
We continue with head coach Greg Gard. Probably should just rewind the recording from a couple weeks ago. They just do what they do exceptionally well, right? And in tournaments where you're playing 3 games, 3 days, whatever the case, because of their depth, tired legs probably not much of an issue, is it?
No, I would imagine not. And we're all, you all hope to get in this position when you come through the back half of the season. You intentionally plan out practices to continue to stay fresh and try to stay as healthy as possible. But you're right about Michigan State. I mean, it's been the same. We can watch, rinse, repeat for 25 years. It's just they're really good on the offensive glass. They're really good in transition, and this is one of the best defensive teams I think Tom's had there, just because they do it by committee and maybe not an exclusive star or couple. They got a couple, really, really good players in Jaden Akins and Jace Richardson, but just by committee, how they've done it, that group of 10 have been, they've been workmanlike all year.
It's easy for those of us on the outside to look at the box score and see what the 3-point shooting was in that game, but if you watch the game, it's a 2-point game and with 3.5 minutes left. You had to be doing a lot of things well to be in that position.
Yeah, I mean, we defended well. We kept them under a point per possession, so that should tell you should have a chance. But obviously the 5 for 32 is one thing, but I felt the 9 turnovers, even though it's 9's not a lot, but there was 2 or 3 at the worst possible time for us when we had chances to take the lead, or it was a 1-possession game and allowed it to get to a 2-possession game. And then obviously the offensive glass, and Kohler was a monster in that game. He's done that all year. I mean, he's been a workhorse on the glass for him, and we have to do a much better job in taking care of the ball and obviously trying to defensive rebound better.
You ever see the day? Probably not. The key against Michigan State would be anything other than transition D. The way they get up their fast break points, I mean, that's one of many things. Same story for you.
It is. It's defend, rebound, and run for them. And, so for us, obviously, it starts with taking care of the ball. You don't want to give away live ball turnovers and bad shots that lead to run out. So making sure we're efficient on our offensive end, and then obviously do a really good job in transition on the way back.
All right, that's Badgers head coach Greg Gard. Stay with us. We'll look around the Big Ten, presented by the Big Ten Network in a couple of minutes. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is hiring probation and parole agents with a starting pay of $22 per hour plus scheduled increases, a Monday through Friday schedule, and advancement opportunities. To learn more and to apply, go to wisc.jobs. That's WISC.jobs.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance, like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Pre-game coverage continues. Time now for our Big Ten report, brought to you by the Big Ten Network. There are 3 coaching jobs open now in this 18-team Big Ten conference, with Minnesota and Indiana opening up a couple of days ago. And then yesterday, Brian, the word that Iowa's making a change. Fran McCaffrey will not return next season. A pretty good run, a very good run for him in Iowa City. His accomplishments as a head coach are not open to debate. He's been very good at his stops. I guess the reality of this now, right? I mean, the attendance had dwindled at Carver Hawkeye. They want to make some improvements there, but it cannot be mistaken. His teams did pretty well in Iowa City, didn't they?
More than pretty well. I mean, look at where they're at. They've had National Player of the Years. They've had, I mean, now when you look at this, and this is my biggest complaint about March, is you're judged in March, and they weren't able to get to the second weekend. But they've had National Player of the Years. They've won a Big Ten championship tournament in 2022. So you look at what Fran did in Iowa. I think a fan base can start to overlook what a coach has done when you've been there for 15 years. I think there's some of that with the Iowa fan base, to be completely honest. I thought he's done a heck of a job. Yes, this year a little different, but you lose Owen Freeman for the remainder of the season, about third into the Big Ten season. You're probably not going to win. I don't care who you are if you lose a starting center. That's why you look at what Chris Collins did at Northwestern, so remarkable, because anytime you lose one of your star players, it's tough to win in this league. And yes, attendance and everything else plays a factor, and we'll see who the next person that comes in and takes that job over. But there's a lot there.
It's hard to rate where it would be on the rankings of jobs at the Big Ten. I would think good, because the fan base is very good. I know the gate wasn't what they're normally accustomed to, but it's a very good and loyal fan base. I don't know the resources. Probably okay, probably not great if I were to take a guess. But now with the rev sharing, we are assuming that's all going to be in play. Then those are institutional decisions. How much will go to basketball? You get the impression they want to start making more of a push in that area. I guess we'll find out together.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what they do and how they go about it. And when you've got your women's program and you've got Caitlin Clark that comes in and sells it out, I was a little bit where do you want to spend your money? Yep. I mean, they're hardworking people in Iowa, just like Wisconsin. So to go to a game, they had to pick or choose one or the other. You probably were going to go to a women's game, and that's one of those things that Iowa men's basketball needed to fight. And having the season with the injuries makes it difficult.
Yeah, it's part of it. It's the not so pleasant part of it with coaching changes, and this is also, with that being said, season with the portal opening up here pretty soon, and players already making announcements as to their intentions. The whole issue of roster construction. So that would lead me to believe, if we're talking about the women's basketball job at Wisconsin or any of the number of jobs out there, speed is of the essence to get your coach in place.
I mean, that's why you're seeing so many guys and coaches be let go so fast right now. Cal Neptune and Villanova got let go today. You're going to see it happen fast, because it's the reality where the sport is. The portal's already open. Owen Freeman's in the portal today. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
And decisions do need to be made quickly. Correct.
All right, that is your Big Ten Report, brought to you by the Big Ten Network. We'll get back to action on the court here as we continue. We'll get Butchie's keys to today's game, Wisconsin and Michigan State, back in a couple of minutes. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Badgers are born brave. They're not afraid to face a tough opponent or take on the impossible. At UW Health Carbone Cancer Center, our team of doctors take on cancer with that same Badger stamina. Where others step back, we step up, researching, treating, and defeating even the most complex cancers, making us the only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center in the state. So now, from stadium to hospital, you can count on Wisconsin and UW Health to fight and win. UW Health Carbone Cancer Center. Remarkable.
Wisconsin is known for some pretty great things, like football, food, and family. At Jones Dairy Farm, we're proud to be a Wisconsin company, one that's been family-owned and operated in Fort Atkinson. Our all-natural breakfast sausage, dry-aged bacon, naturally smoked ham, Canadian bacon, and Braunschweiger have all been making Wisconsin breakfast better since 1889. And that Wisconsin pride is why Jones is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Go Badgers!
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. WEAbenefits.com. That's WEAbenefits.com. WEA Member Benefits is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Need reliable waste and recycling services? Choose LRS. Driven by service and dedicated to sustainability, we're your partner in efficient waste management. Need more? We also offer convenient dumpster rentals and clean portable restrooms for any event or project. Trust LRS for all your waste needs. Visit lrsrecycles.com to sign up for service. That's lrsrecycles.com.
Hey Badger fans, Tony Drake with Drake & Associates, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. How do you prepare for the big game? You strategize, right? Well, retirement is your ultimate big game. And without a solid plan, it's like stepping onto the court without practice. But here's the game changer. Claim your retirement-ready toolkit for free from Drake & Associates. Just text Bucky to 262-600-2782. That's Bucky to 262-600-2782. Our retirement-ready roadmap is your playbook for financial success. Let's slam dunk your retirement goals together, because at Drake & Associates, we're your winning strategy for a financial game plan.
Drake & Associates is an independent investment advisory firm that offers different investment vehicles. All insurance products are backed by the issuing insurance company. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only.
Badgers pregame coverage continues. Wisconsin and Michigan State this afternoon. Big Ten Tournament semifinal matchup. And let's get to the keys to today's game. Butchie, what you got?
Well, with playing Michigan State, it hasn't changed in 30 years, and it's not going to change today either. You got to take care of transition. Can't give Michigan State any easy baskets. You got to rebound the ball at a high level, and you got to guard very, very physical. And those are the three things. Here's a little one I'll add to it, though. Offensive rebounding, Michigan State, they average about 10.3, so you're going to have to rebound the ball at the high level. Nolan Winter at Michigan State was fantastic, had 17 of them. Nolan's going to have to rebound at a high level. Bigs are going to have to rebound. Guards are going to have to rebound. That's one of the things. I also think the three-point shooting today. Obviously, Wisconsin coming off the way that they shot it. But you look at overall, I think Michigan State can be great if they make threes. So Wisconsin's going to have to win the battle of the three-point line. They didn't do that in East Lansing. They made 19 of them yesterday. I think somewhere in between, and you're looking at a pretty good day for Wisconsin. But I think transition, rebounding, physicality, defense, but that kind of big old question mark will be the three-point line today.
Yeah, yesterday the Spartans were 7 of 15 from deep against Oregon, 9 of 27, as Butchie mentioned, against the Badgers, which the 27 takes well above what Michigan State normally attempts. They take 19 or 20 threes on average, and that's about it. They rely far less on the three. Wisconsin relies on the three more than anybody in the Big Ten, less on the twos. Michigan State's good at getting to the free throw line, 22% of their points coming at the line. Those are your keys to today's games. We're back with the starting lineups presented by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I lack a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
My son, Ricky, took his life by the use of a firearm. It broke me, and I contemplated suicide. My grandson, I was going to have to be here for him. I still own my firearm. I keep it in a safe because I want to keep my grandson and myself safe.
Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
Let's go to the UW Health injury update. UW Health Sports Medicine treating the Badgers, treating you. Both teams good with their rotation players here for this matchup. Cameron Hunter, who was questionable yesterday, officially questionable. He wasn't even on the bench yesterday, but he is back and on the bench here today if needed for Wisconsin. Michigan State looks like it has an all clear for this matchup. That is the UW Health injury update. UW Health Sports Medicine treating the Badgers, treating you. Now to the starting lineups brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. Don't drop the ball, Badger fans. The Wisconsin DOT reminds you to drive sober. For the Big Ten champion Michigan State Spartans, 27-5 overall, 17-3 in Big Ten play. Tom Izzo, the Naismith Hall of Famer in his 30th year as the head man in East Lansing, 734 wins, 300 losses. He is the all-time winningest coach in Big Ten history. Up front, he has Jackson Kohler, 6'9 junior out of American Forks, Utah, at 8.7 rebounds a game. Shimon Zapawa, 7-foot senior from Poland, transfer from Utah State, also from Longwood University in Virginia. He averages 4.7 points, about 4 rebounds per contest. In the backcourt, Jeremy Fears, 6'2", redshirt freshman out of Joliet, Illinois, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 5.5 assists per game. Jaden Akins, a 6'4" senior out of Farmington, Michigan, 13 points, 3.7 rebounds. And rounding out the starting five for Michigan State is Jace Richardson, 6'3" freshman. He is averaging 11.7 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. For Greg Gard's Wisconsin Badgers, same five as usual. Up front, Steven Crowd, 10 points, 5.3 rebounds, 2.5 assists. Nolan Winter at 9.7 points, 6 rebounds a game. In the backcourt, John Tonje, 19 points, 5.2 rebounds, nearly 2 assists per contest. Max Klesman, 9.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, 2.7 assists. And John Blackwell will round out the starting five, 15.5 points, 5 rebounds, 2.2 assists per game. This is the 12th time these programs have met in the Big Ten tournament. Michigan State has won 7 of the first 11, including 3 straight. These two programs, they face each other a lot. They tend to face each other in this tournament as you get into the weekend. You remember playing them?
I do remember playing them once or twice. Yes, absolutely.
One of the many classics in Wisconsin basketball history. Not only have been in this tournament, but against Michigan State, a come-from-behind win, to name one, in 2008. The overtime classic 10 years ago when the Badgers skunked Michigan State in the extra 5 minutes en route to securing a Big Ten tourney title. Those are your starting lineups. We're about set to go. Wisconsin and Michigan State here in Indianapolis. The opening tip presented by Odyssey Brands is coming up. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Are you seeking a better career? Rail Transport offers truck drivers a variety of driving jobs earning top wages. No CDL? No problem. Get paid to get your CDL with Rail's on-the-job paid training program. We're also seeking top talent for driver and customer support positions. To see all the career opportunities at Rail and how you can take home more and be home more, visit rail.jobs. That's rail.jobs. Rail Transport is a proud sponsor of the Badgers.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm Sawyer, and I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
The big game. Family. Friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need, whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond.
How do you replace a legend? Well, the short answer is you don't. A legend comes along once in a lifetime, if you're lucky. At Usingers, we feel fortunate to have been part of Bob Uecker's life for the last 30 years. Ueck wasn't much of a hitter, just 200 lifetime. But man, could he pitch. Sausage, that is, not baseballs. He was so good, he earned a spot in the Wisconsin Meat Industry Hall of Fame for pitching Usingers products. Summer just won't be the same without you, buddy. Thank you, Mr. Baseball. You are the GOAT.
Wisconsin is home to some of the best educators in the country. The Outstanding Educator Program is brought to you by WEA Member Benefits, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Throughout the season, we are honoring incredible educators who go above and beyond for their students and communities. Do you know an educator who deserves the spotlight? Nominate them today at uwbadgers.com/outstanding educator. That's uwbadgers.com/outstanding educator. Because great educators make Wisconsin proud.
on the Badger Sports Network from Learfield. Badger basketball is on the air.
When you think of Wisconsin basketball, you think about discipline.
Now to Max for three in the lead. He hit it from right into the circle. Max Klesmit.
You think about being fundamentally sound.
Rebound. Blackwell just took it away from Reese. Low in the left, lifted in off the glass.
You think about playing with a level of toughness.
Oh, nice pass from Blackwell into Crowell for the dunk.
Every day there's another step.
And the Wisconsin Badgers knock off third-ranked Marquette as they storm the floor at the Kohl Center in Madison.
On Wisconsin. Badger basketball is brought to you by Fabic Cat, your cat equipment dealer throughout Badgerland. Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison and Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, proud casino partners of Wisconsin Athletics. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards, proud partner of Badger basketball. Tip-off is just moments away. Let's go courtside. Here's the voice of the Badgers, Matt LePay.
Good afternoon from Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana, with Brian Butcher, engineer Dave McCann, and Aisha Jackson back in our network studio. This is Matt LePay. We welcome you to Wisconsin basketball. Welcome to semifinal Saturday in this Big Ten Conference tournament. The Badgers in it for the second straight year. Last year it was an overtime classic in defeating Purdue. Today, the Badgers square off with the Michigan State Spartans. And before we get things rolling, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. 10 for an ID. This is Badger basketball from Learfield. The Badgers' road to this day began on Thursday with a 72-64 win against Northwestern, and then a 70-63 win against Northwestern. And then yesterday, Butchie, the Badgers were raining threes early and often, 19 out of 32, as the Badgers dropped the hammer on UCLA, 86-70. So is it much to ask if they could hit 19 more today?
Let's ask for 20.
Okay, sure.
So, I mean, let's not get greedy, but if we're going to give you 19, I like one more. 20 would be fantastic. I have a funny feeling that's not going to be the way. Now, I do think this is a situation when talking about this. We talked about transition. We talked about rebound. We talked about physicality. I think points in the paint are going to really be an important part of this game. Last game at East Lansing, Michigan State, on any pick and roll that Wisconsin had, guards normally are pulled into the paint. Against Wisconsin, they stayed attached to three-point shooters, which means there is going to be a lot of room in the paint if Wisconsin's going to be able to attack that. So I think that's one thing early on in this game to realize that Michigan State, they're going to try to take away that three-point line. They did it in East Lansing. Wisconsin just made 19 of them yesterday. I have a funny feeling Tom Izzo is going to say, we're not going to lose that way. We're going to lose a different way if we lose. And I think that's the thing that I take away from watching that game film again this morning is the way that Michigan State guarded the three-point line against Wisconsin a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, John Tonje, who was 6 of 6 from three yesterday, was 1 of 8 from three against Michigan State, but there was a lot of company there in firing blanks in that game. Tonje coming off the 26.9 rebound performance. UCLA coach Mick Cronin telling the media yesterday that that's his player of the year.
Yes, yes.
That's who he voted for, which I can see why he would, because Tonje hit him for 12 threes and 13 shots in the two games against the Bruins.
Pretty good efficiency right there, exactly.
Well, the Spartans won the Big Ten regular season outright, and they did so, Brian, with just tremendous work. It was one quad one win after another. I was one of those going, okay, halfway, great start, backloaded schedule, and they just found ways to get it done. They have played terrific basketball.
Well, they have, and it starts on the defensive end. The physicality that Michigan State plays with, it's the defensive end and it's the depth. And between those two things, that's why they've been really good. By the way, they've got the young fella in Richardson who's really taken over on the back end of that schedule. You ask, how were they going to handle that back end of the schedule? Did they have a guy that was going to be able to take over possessions, take over games? Well, Richardson has done that, and I think that's the thing that I look at. Remember, first game against Wisconsin, he ends up with 11 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. But but got in foul trouble early in that game. Didn't play the first half, or didn't play a lot of minutes in that first half because of that foul trouble. So I'm very curious to see how this plays out in the first half.
The Spartans go 10 deep in their rotation. We've talked about Wisconsin's depth and how effective that has been throughout the course of this season. Michigan State has as much as anybody. It gets 34.5 points per game off the bench. I mean, it's very common if 10 play, 10 will score. That's just how good they have been. And I know the overall analysis that people have had about Michigan State is that Izzo has had teams with more individual talent, although you just mentioned Jace Richardson, certainly on a path to stardom. But, man, you talk about buy-in to the Michigan State way, defend, rebound, run, and whatever your role is, embrace it. Izzo's got a group that seems to be doing all that and then some.
Well, and I think this, as much as we talk about the stars in this game, there is going to be somebody that steps up that we look at and say he was the difference maker. Is it going to come from Wisconsin? Is it going to come from Michigan State? We got 40 minutes to figure that out. But there's going to be, when you have that much depth on both teams, somebody's going to step up that you don't expect to step up.
Michigan State advanced to today by virtue of a 74-64 victory against Oregon. The Spartans and Ducks, it looked like that was going to be a tight game throughout, and then Michigan State broke loose, had a run to turn what was a 1-point lead into double digits en route to win number 27 on the year for the Spartans. Keith Kimball, Brian Dorsey, and Randy Richardson are your officials. The Badgers as the 5 seed will have the traveling Cardinal unis in the white trim. Michigan State as the 1 seed in the home white and green trim. Crowd settling in on a Saturday afternoon in Indianapolis. Semifinal Saturday. The second game this afternoon will have Maryland against Michigan. Both of those programs won big last night. And the winners of today will meet tomorrow for a 2:30 tip Central Time for the Big Ten Tournament Championship. So we'll see where the Badgers land here. 5 for 32 against Michigan State from deep. 19 of 32 yesterday against UCLA. But Butchie, as you said, maybe some more work can be done inside as well.
Yeah, and I think this is just one of those where sit back, give it a good listen, and have some fun. Because this is what college basketball is all about. With 2 great teams, great matchup this afternoon. Can't ask for anything better.
Shimon Zapawa will jump center for Michigan State. Stephen Crowell, per usual, handles that chore for Wisconsin. The Badgers and the Spartans. Both schools pretty well represented here today by their fans. Toss and tap to Michigan State. Spartans go to our left, and we are underway. Jeremy Fears against John Tonje. Outside right feeds Richardson. He's with Blackwell around a Sapawa screen. Richardson, left foul line extended.
Offensive foul on Richardson, absolutely.
Yeah, the dribble handoff and an early foul on Jace Richardson 12 seconds into the game.
We just said it before. He got into foul trouble in the first meeting between, and only meeting between these two.
First possession for Wisconsin as the Badgers will be moving to our right. Blackwell against Fears outside right, throwing to Nolan Winter. He's with Jackson Kohler. Now Max Klesman inside the crowd. It's deflected, stolen away by Zapawa. Turnover Wisconsin. Here's Fears ahead to Jaden Akins on the left wing. Akins bounces to Kohler. Baseline left, reverse pivot. Now puts it on the deck a couple of times, releases to Richardson with Tonje on him. The freshman against the senior, the grad transfer in Tonje. Akins almost lost the handle. 10 to shoot. Akins high on the left, brings it out front. Finds Fears, baseline right. Crowd cut him off, and a pass goes through the lane into Kohler's hands. Mid-range jumper left of the lane, no good. Rebound back tapped out to Kohler. Another chance, Michigan State. Richardson, 3-shot right corner, good. Second chance points, and Michigan State with the first points of the day.
Got to rebound the basketball.
Michigan State, a terrific offensive rebounding team, a terrific rebounding team, period. Here's Crowd left of the circle trying to match it, and he's short with a 3-try left of the ring. Rebound Michigan State and Kohler. Here's Richardson up the right sideline to the front court for the Spartans. Richardson to the top of the circle against John Blackwell. About a minute and a half gone by. 3-0 Michigan State. Akins right wing. He'll throw to Fears, catches top of the circle. Tonje picks up Fears now. Richardson against Blackwell, 10 on the shot clock. Jace Richardson high on the left, leaves it for Kohler. He'll pop it to Akins on the right side. Left-hand dribble to the line. In the lane, fadeaway jump. Baseline left, no good. Rebound tipped, grabbed by Tanjay. Minute 45 gone by. It's 3-0 Michigan State. Tanjay to the front court. He'll drive it to the line, down the lane to the rim, and he goes up and gets fouled. Tanjay on the attack, and he'll shoot free throws not even 2 minutes into the game.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. Right now, Michigan State, their guards, they should be in the paint. They normally are in the paint. There was nobody in the paint, and it was late because John Blackwell was deep in the corner, and they're staying attached to Wisconsin's three-point shooters.
John Tanjay, a 91% free throw shooter. He's on the brink of a school record in free throws made. He hits the first. He has just matched Nigel Hayes with 190 made free throws. Hayes set that mark at Wisconsin in the 2015-16 season as Carter Gilmore will check in for Nolan Winter. Second free throw for Tanjay. It's good, and he has the single-season school record now with 191 free throws. 3-2 Michigan State. We're 2 minutes in. Kohler throwing to Fears outside right. High screen Zapawa. Fears now picked up by Crow. Fears low on the right, and he will swoop to the rim and flip it up and in. 5-2 the Spartans, 2:10 into the game. John Blackwell throwing to Gilmore high on the left. He'll throw to Tanjay outside left. Thought about it, whips it to Crow instead. Top of the circle, one dribble, a handoff to Klesman. Knocks around a Crow screen, baseline right, kills the dribble. Zapawa defending. Now Gilmore wraps it to Tanjay with 10 on the shot clock. Tanjay up top against Akins, feeds Gilmore with a shot fake. Shot clock at 5. Gilly off the left wing in the lane. Jumper in the paint is good for Carter Gilmore, and it's 5-4 Michigan State. 2:40 into the game. Jeremy Fears will toss to Akins outside left. A pass to Kohler between the circles. He'll leave it for Fears. Fears defended by Tanjay. Fears weaving to the free throw line. Kicks to Kohler, right corner. Inside feed and a whistle, and a foul is called on Crow. He got tangled up with Simone Zapawa. First foul on Crow.
And there's going to be a lot of physicality. That's why you've got it. You can't play with your arms. You got to play with your hips, because what's going to happen is you get cheap fouls like that.
Carson Cooper coming in for Zapawa. Cooper, 6'11 junior. And Nolan Winter subbing in for Crow. Richardson, hard left-hand dribble. Down the lane, throws it up left-hand. Good, off the glass. Richardson with 5 early points. 7-4 Michigan State. Here's Blackwell, inside feed to Gilmore, running the floor. And the hook shot is off the front of the rim over Cooper. The rebound of Michigan State. Here comes Fears feeding Richardson to the right side. Going to Jackson Kohler, top of the arc, leaves it for Jeremy Fears. Fears with a right-hand dribble. He'll send to Akins on the left wing. 7-4 Michigan State. We're 3.5 minutes in. Cooper scoops it to Richardson. Richardson at the top of the key, steps back, flips a three, and that rattles through. Oh, he's feeling it early.
Yeah, wow. That was a heck of a shot.
10-4 Michigan State, 3:40 into the game. Winter feeds Tanjay on the left wing. Tanjay, he'll line it up, takes a three, and that is
fouled.
Yep,
he got fouled. He absolutely did.
And they play on. Here comes Richardson feeding Akins. Right corner three is good. And Michigan State's rolling early. Up the floor is John Blackwell. 13-4 Michigan State. 4 minutes gone by. Carter Gilmore throwing to Klesman outside left off the Gilmore screen. Feeds Winter. He tries a three. Much needed three. And it's good for Nolan Winter.
And what an answer there by Wisconsin.
13-7 Michigan State. 15:42 left in the first half. Jaden Akins at the top off the screen from Cooper. Akins almost lost the handle, started to. He was fouled on the play. They're going to get Max Klesman as we'll have our first media timeout of the game. Today's game brought to you in part by Alliant Energy. Visit AlliantEnergy.com to see how Alliant Energy invests in diverse energy solutions for today and the future. And the unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohls.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. 15:37 left in the first half. Michigan State 13, Wisconsin 7. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
The big game. Family. Friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need, whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond.
It's Truck Month with the Ford crew.
Sam, do you know what these trucks have in common?
They're all Ford trucks.
And
they're built Ford tough?
Also true, but specifically they're Ford F-Series trucks, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years.
48 years? We should celebrate a month-long event.
Sam.
A truckload of value.
Sam.
Across the entire lineup of Ford trucks.
Sam.
That's called Truck Month already, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I knew it.
Based on 1977 to 2024 CY Industry reported total sales.
The 2025 Wisconsin football schedule is here, and you should be too. Season tickets are on sale now, so don't miss your chance to jump around at Camp Randall Stadium this fall. Last year, 6 of 7 home games were sellouts, proof that there's nothing like game day with the Badgers. Secure your spot for marquee matchups against Ohio State, Washington, and Iowa, and enjoy the best value to see Wisconsin football in action. For more information and to get your season tickets, visit ewbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS. Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is seeking to hire licensed psychologists and other mental health clinicians looking for a rewarding career providing vital mental health services to those in our care. To learn more and to apply, go to wisc.jobs. That's WISC.jobs. American Family Insurance is the official insurance partner of UW Athletics. Visit amfam.com/Badgers all season long for exclusive content, Badger fan sweepstakes, and more. Wisconsin basketball also brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, the best place for grown-up entertainment, games, and fun times. Your odds are better here. The Spartans 3 out of 3 from long range in the early minutes. 13-7, Michigan State leads Wisconsin with 15:37 left in the half.
The first 3 Michigan State made was off an offensive rebound. And that kind of, again, we've seen it yesterday for Wisconsin. When you see that first one go in, it gives confidence to everybody else. And that, the third 3 they made from Richardson was just a step back, really tough shot. So now for Wisconsin, you still have to follow your defensive principles. If Michigan State's going to bang a bunch of threes, it might be a long day, but you can't give up paint touches and gap drives.
And bounce pass, Trey Holloman, picked up by Jack Janicki. Inside feed, Carson Cooper, and it's knocked away by Gilmore, but a foul is called as Gilmore flying to the goal. Gilly picks up the foul. That'll be his first. 5 on the floor for Michigan State. Cohen Carr is out there along with Frankie Fiddler. Mentioned Holloman, Cooper, and Jace Richardson stays in the game. Carson Cooper at the line to shoot 2.
It's a tough one, but right there, you have to stay attached to Cooper, knowing he did not set the screen. He went to set the screen, slipped the screen. If you're the big, you've got to stay attached. You can't all of a sudden hedge, because what happens is it allows Cooper to go right down to the center of the lane.
He hits the first free throw. He is good with the second. Spartans 78% as a team coming in. 15-7, Michigan State, 4.5 minutes into the game. Kamari McGee up the floor for Wisconsin, throwing to Nolan Winter. Flips to Blackwell. A toss for Gilmore. Refeeds Blackwell on the right side. John's going to try a 3, and that's off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound back tap. Janicki out to Carter Gilmore, and a second chance for Wisconsin. McGee steps back. He'll try a 3, and that's off the back of the rim. No good. Cooper the rebound for Michigan State. And here comes Holloman pushing up the floor for the Spartans. Stops right of the lane and now retreats above the three-point line. 5 minutes in, 15-7, Michigan State. Holloman, a couple of jab steps. Now puts it on the deck to the free throw line. Leaves it for Cohen Carr. He'll toss it back out to Holloman. Sends to Cooper. Refeeds Holloman. Right side, 8 to shoot. Frankie Fiddler off the left wing. Spin move. Low on the left. Throws it up off the glass and rim. No good. Gilmore the rebound for Wisconsin.
Last 2 threes offensively for Wisconsin. Did not like the threes.
Gilmore throwing to McGee. Right of the circle. Feeds Nolan Winter. He'll turn to left side for Blackwell. Blackwell off a ball screen from Winter. A toss for Gilmore. Wraps it right side for Janicki. Janicki off the wing in the lane. Goes to the goal. Layup is good. Good take from Jack Janicki.
That's what you can get. If you keep turning that corner, the last 2 threes I said I didn't like, they went under the screens and Wisconsin pulled and their feet weren't set. There, Jack Janicki realizes they go under. You can attack that drive.
15-9, Michigan State. 14:05 left of the first half. Cohen Carr leaves it for Carson Cooper at the top.
Sends to Holloman. Dribbles off the right wing. Tosses to Fiddler left of the circle. The Omaha transfer leaves it for Richardson. A pass for Cooper. A toss to Carr. 8 to shoot. Carr off the right wing. In the lane. Whips to Holloman. Good look at a three. Left side. Off the rim. No good. Rebound Blackwell for Wisconsin. And the Michigan native, the sophomore for the Badgers, Blackwell to the front court. Stops right elbow. Feeds Gilmore. He'll launch a three. Got it. Carter Gilmore, who was 0 for 12 from distance his last 7 games, with a triple here, and the Badgers are within 3. 15-12, Michigan State. 13:25 left in the first half. Fiddler outside left, throwing to Cohen Carr on the left side. Carr bounces for Cooper at the top, wraps it to Holloman, dribbles off the right wing. Holloman in the lane, fades, flips right hand, bricked it. Cooper the rebound, and he got fouled by Nolan Winter. Sometimes a shot is so bad it was good. It was an easy money rebound for Cooper, and Nolan Winter picks up his first foul.
That's exactly what that was, too. That last three by Carter Gilmore, much better. It's in transition. His feet are set. There's a reason that it goes in. And I think that's the one thing early on here, Wisconsin offensively, the threes they've gotten, they haven't had feet set. They haven't come in with rhythm. Yesterday, they had rhythm threes.
Trey Holloman, baseline right, will inbound. They get it into Jaden Akins, covered up by Max Klesman back in the game. Now McGee shadowing Trey Holloman. Holloman off the screen from Carson Cooper. Holloman left lane line, draws, kicks it. Cohen Carr left corner three. Off the rim short. Rebound loose. Grabbed by Klesman. You got Klesman, Tanjay, McGee, Crowell, and Xavier Amos on the floor. And Klesman will launch a three right of the circle. No good. The rebound to Carson Cooper. 12:48 left in the first half. Here's Cohen Carr. Low on the left, throws it up, and no. Tipped up and in by Jackson Kohler. 17-12, Michigan State, 12:38 left in the half. Xavier Amos, who played well yesterday, throws to Klesman. He'll feed Stephen Crowell right of the lane. Crowell against Carson Cooper. Back out to Max. Rotates to Amos. Flips it to Kamari McGee on the left wing. 10 to shoot. Crowell throws to McGee. High on the left. Out to Xavier Amos. He'll try a three. Back rim no good. Jackson Kohler the rebound. 12:15 left in the half. 5-point lead Michigan State. Kohler flips to Cohen Carr, outside lefts. A toss for Cooper at the top of the circle. Leaves it for Holloman. Darts it to Carr, back out to Holloman. Loops it inside. Cooper catches. Right of the lane. Backs to the block. Kick out Holloman. Snaps off a three right of the circle. Straight through. Trey Holloman a triple. It's 20-12 Michigan State with 11:50 left in the first half.
Kamari probably dug a little too far on that post touch.
Spartans 4 out of 6 from long range. Tanjay blows off the left wing in the lane, scoops it up, and was fouled. John Tanjay able to get the contact, and he'll go back to the free throw line. Jackson Kohler called for his first foul. We're at the under 12 media timeout. Wisconsin basketball brought to you in part by Cleary Building Corps, built with pride before the shamrock is applied. Explore clearybuilding.com today. And Badger Extra is the best website and mobile app for everything Badger sports from the experts at the State Journal. Go to badgerextra.com or search your app store today. 11:42 left in the first half. Michigan State 20, Wisconsin 12. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Now at Menards, save big money on everything to update your home. Easily create your dream kitchen with Clearview Cabinetry. With so many styles to choose from, you'll be sure to find plenty of options that you'll love. Start your project today and save big on Clearview Cabinetry. Visit Menards.com to view our entire selection of Clearview cabinets today. Plus, check out the weekly flyer for many other great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey, Badger fans, you want your family to be warm and comfortable during the brutal Wisconsin winters, right? That's why it's good to know the knowledgeable, friendly dealers at Bryant Heating and Cooling, who will do whatever it takes to keep your furnace running efficiently, no matter what the weather throws at you. Plus, score up to $2,600 in tax credits on qualifying Bryant systems, and ask about local rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Find your dealer at Bryant.com. That's Bryant.com, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Hey, Badger fans, the Wisconsin Pork Association reminds you to support a pig farmer by purchasing pork all year long. Visit WPPA.org for recipes and information. And U.S. Bank is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Together, there's nothing as powerful as the power of us. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. 11:42 left in the first half. Michigan State 20, Wisconsin 12.
The only problem with making 19 threes yesterday is sometimes the carryover is we're going to keep letting it fly. I have no problem with Wisconsin shooting the three the way they are. However, I'd love for them to be more aggressive getting downhill based on the way Michigan State is playing you. So your threes will be there, but just don't settle. Break the paint initially, then that's when you get your spray out for three. Right now, there's not enough breaking the paint. When Wisconsin does do that, they're getting to the free throw line or they're getting layups, and they just haven't done that enough of that.
Yeah, John Tonje just did. He's been the one Badger at the free throw line, was 2 of 2 a couple of minutes ago, and he is back at the foul line now. Moving up the charts, he has this season scored 633 points for Wisconsin, third best ever single season in Badger history, behind Frank Kaminsky and Orlando Tucker. First free throw is good for Tonje. Well, Frank tweeting yesterday, he hopes that John breaks the record. Going to have some ground to cover. He's 99 points away, so Badgers could have anywhere between 2 games and 8. Who knows? And Tonje hits the second free throw, and it's 20-14 Michigan State with 11:38 left in the half. Jeremy Fears back in there out front. Bounces to Akins, left wing. Matched up with Klesman. Inside feed. Kohler catches. Backing on Xavier Amos. Kick out right side. Fears blows off the wing in the lane. Tough shot is good.
Yeah, really tough shot. I mean, defensively, that's about all you could have done. You were there, took the contact.
That is 22-14 Michigan State. 11:15 left till halftime. Amos throwing to Klesman up top. Feeds X, left side, puts it on the deck, off the wing in the lane, swoops to the rim, layup good. It counts in a foul. Oh, big time take and an and one for Xavier Amos as Jackson Kohler commits his second foul.
I don't know what's gotten into X, but I'm all about it. That much I know. I don't know what is going on. But the drive, the take, understanding that the closeout was there and then you can use your speed and quickness to get by the defender.
Kohler out, Cohen Carr is back in. Amos had 8 points yesterday. Free throw is in the air. Back rim no good. Cohen Carr the rebound. 22-16 the Spartans. 11 minutes left of the first half. Akins high on the left. He'll throw to Fears between the circles. Sapawa on the floor for Michigan State as well. Here's Akins. Flips to Sapawa, top of the circle. He'll toss to Fears outside right. Finds a curling Trey Holloman, right lane line to the rim. Up right hand, no, but a foul as Holloman is sent to the floor. Brian Dorsey on the call, and it's going to be on Xavier Amos. That'll be his first.
Now we do see what X did offensively. Defensively, there's been a couple of possessions where he's just out of position. That last possession was one of those.
Trey Holloman, an 86% shooter at the foul line. 6 points against Oregon. It's the first free throw. Of course, this year, as much as anything, he's known for that buzzer-beating half-court shot that beat Maryland in College Park. Gilmore in for Amos. Xavier Booker will check in, replacing Cohen Carr. Booker's 6'11", sophomore from right here in Indianapolis. 10:46 left in the half. Second free throw coming up for Trey Holloman is good, and it's 24-16 Michigan State. And now Holloman will come out. Chase Richardson is back in. Badgers down by 8. 10:45 left in the half. Blackwell, right side to the front court, throwing to Klesman at the top. Klesman against Richardson. Max kicks to Blackwell. Rise off the right wing in the lane, throws it up and in. John Blackwell.
I was just thinking, John's got to get himself involved.
24-18 Wisconsin. Booker steps up. A long shot of the air, no good. Rebound. Blackwell had it, knocked away Zapawa, but it goes out of bounds in the right corner. It'll be Wisconsin basketball.
I love John Blackwell driving and attacking because he's been quiet right now. A lot of it's defensively. Now, I think he got away with a walk in that last possession, but Doesn't matter. It wasn't called, so you keep playing through it. But I think John's got to be more aggressive moving forward here.
Nolan Winter back in there for Wisconsin. He has the basketball, throws to John Tonje, outside left. Tonje against Akins. Tonje to the free throw line, and a whistle, offensive foul on Tonje. He ran over Jeremy Fears, and that's the first foul on Tonje.
And this one's a little bit different because I don't think John, like you said, he's got the ball. He didn't get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
The ball's in his hand. That can't be.
That's the point Greg Gard was trying to make. Here's Jeremy Fears, 24-18, Michigan State, halfway through this first half. Akins on the left wing. Akins throwing to Zapawa at the top of the circle. He'll toss it right side for Fears. Fears right of the paint. Throws it up. Off the rim, no good. Zapawa the rebound. Knocked away into the hands of Tonje. They let him play on. Here comes Blackwell. Left side front court. Blackwell turning in the lane. Shot blocked by Richardson. And then Blackwell is called for the foul, reaching in. Terrific play by Jace Richardson. Blackwell getting a little out of control there in a frustration foul. That's the first on Blackwell.
To be honest, man, that was just a really good defensive play by Richardson.
Yeah, it really was.
I can't believe he blocked it.
Yeah.
I thought, great. John's sitting there at a great spot, but...
the out of control was after the miss, was what I'm saying.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the miss going in. Now,
Yep.
he was driving, he got in. The problem with that foul is what now is Michigan State in?
Yep.
They're in the bonus already. With 9:40.
Jace Richardson, 83% free throw shooter. Richardson picked up a foul 12 seconds into this game, has not picked up that second yet. 1-1 on the way, and it bounces off the back rim and through.
And you look at what this Michigan State team has been shooting from the free throw line. They're shooting it at 78% second in Big Ten play, percentage-wise. They're really good when they get there.
Second free throw is good for Richardson. He now has 10 points. 26-18 Michigan State. 9:38 left in the half. Spartans keeping that separation here so far. Tonje kicks to Winter. Darts it inside. Kamari McGee low on the left. He catches and finishes.
And there needs to be more of that. Michigan State's going to take away the three-point line. You can get stuff in the paint.
Here's Xavier Booker. Drives off the right wing of the lane. Inside. Lost the handle. Went out of bounds. Yep. Out of bounds or a walk.
Out of bounds, travel, there was everything on that one.
26-20 Michigan State. 9:21 left in the first half. Here's Kamari McGee. He had 14 points against UCLA yesterday. Tonje right side. Steps back. Open three. Good. John Tonje's first triple today. And the Badgers are within 3.
And if they're going to go under the screen, you make them pay for it.
26-23 Michigan State. Coming up on 9 minutes left in the half. Zapawa off the left elbow. Throws to Booker, who's off the right elbow. Gilmore defends. Booker tosses to Fears between the arcs. Janicki defending Jeremy Fears. Directing traffic, bounces to Zapawa, top of the arc. Couple of dribbles to his right, hands it back to Fears. 5 to shoot, Fears to the line. Run out, Cohen Carr. Left elbow jumper is off the rim short. Kamari McGee elevates for the rebound. 8:38 left in the half. Spartans up 3. McGee weaving left of the lane. Turns it out to Nolan Winter, deflected by Fears, but the Badgers keep possession. Gilmore throwing to Jack Janicki. Feeds Winter for 3, and the tie. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Cohen Carr. Carr behind the back on the dribble to get by Kamari McGee. That's what Fears, I should say, inside the right elbow. Throws it up, and they wanted the alley-oop, and it was knocked away, but a foul is called. They wanted Xavier Booker, and a foul coming up against Wisconsin.
And I don't know who they had.
They
that's
got on
Nolan,
Winter.
That's his second.
Wow.
And I'll be honest, I didn't see a lot there.
No. Xavier Booker will go to the free throw line where he's 81.5%. So Winter comes out with the 2 fouls. Stephen Crow is in. Booker has averaged 5 points a game this season. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1. The rebound at Tonje. 26-23 Michigan State with 8:10 left in the first half. Tonje high on the left. Throws to Crow, top of the circle. One dribble leaves it for Jack Janicki. Right of the lane. Kills the dribble. Pivots. Bounces it back to Gilmore. Badgers reset. Tonje against Carr. High screen Gilmore. Tonje rocking the dribble, top of the arc. Feeds Crow. Flips to Janicki. 8 to shoot. Jack will try a 3, and that clipped the front rim. No good. Rebound Trey Holloman of Michigan State.
He can turn that corner.
Xavier Booker throwing to Richardson on the right wing. Richardson defended by Gilmore now. Cooper the screen. Richardson dribbles to the left elbow. Leaves it for Trey Holloman. Holloman against Janicki. 12 on the shot clock. Holloman retreats. Now gets a high screen from Cooper. Pull up, left elbow jumper. Good.
Tough shot.
Holloman was 7, 28-23 Michigan State. 7:22 left in the half. Carter Gilmore throwing to Tanjay high on the left. Blows off the left wing. Tanjay with a jump stop. Pivots, fades, flips. Yes.
It's there, Matt. They can drive the paint a bunch.
28-25 Michigan State. 7:07 left in the half. Booker flips to Holloman left of the circle. Trey Holloman off the Booker screen, dribbles to his right. Gilmore gets him on the switch. Holloman bobbled it, recovers, gets to Cooper, hands it back to Holloman. He'll try a three, left of the circle, back rim, no. Rebound, Crowell for Wisconsin. Outlet Tanjay up the right sideline to the front court. Tanjay against Holloman, a step back three, right corner, and that's off the rim, no good. Rebound, Richardson. Quick jack there. You can get that anytime. Yeah. Here comes Richardson. Leaves it for Holloman. Left of the lane. Runs it out to Booker. Could not handle the pass. It went out of bounds. It'll belong to Wisconsin. Ooh, Booker was wide open and did not look it into his hands. And we have the under-8s media timeouts. Menards is a proud sponsor of Wisconsin Athletics and reminds everyone to save big money on all your home improvement needs at Menards. And Badger fans, today's game brought to you by the official products of Wisconsin Athletics. Brew Pub, Lots of Matzo Pizza, Old Dutch Chips, and Pepsi. 6:35 left in the half. Michigan State 28, Wisconsin 25. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
This message is for Shauna, my mom who just finished her high school diploma. I wanted to say I'm so proud of you for finishing school. You taught me it's never too late to achieve your dreams. I hope to make you as proud as you have made me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never, ever become a minivan mom. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, know it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
August was born 3 pounds, 9.8 ounces. When I first saw him, it was a whole range of emotions. There's stuff I still want to do. Being a young dad, it's not giving up. It's shifting. I look through his eyes. I can envision a whole future with him already. To throw the first football to him, give him ice cream for the first time. My life is now devoted to his life.
Through all of fatherhood's firsts, never stop being a dad. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Wisconsin basketball brought to you in part by Rail Transport, offering exceptional transportation services, truck driving jobs, CDL training, and so much more across Wisconsin. Learn more at rail.jobs. 6:35 left of the first half. Michigan State 28, Wisconsin 25.
And of those 25, 12 of them have been in the paint. And for me, the way that Michigan State is guarding you, you're 3 of 12 from 3. Now, some of the threes you've taken have not been good threes. But you have the ability to attack the paint. Make Michigan State stop you from scoring at the rim. They do that, that's where the threes will come. But they're letting you get to that rim.
Here's Kamari McGee up the floor. High screen Xavier Amos. A toss to Crowell. He'll turn it to Blackwell on the right wing. Blackwell with Holloman. Blackwell fires a three. It's off the rim short. Rebound Jace Richardson. 6:20 left in the first half. Spartans still up 3. Richardson high on the right. Good left-hand dribble across the key. Top of the key. Leaves it for Holloman. Bounce pass Carson Cooper. Single coverage Crowell. Cooper backing. The double from Amos. A throw to Holloman. A rapid left side of the wing for Richardson. He'll toss to Cooper. Cooper kills the dribble. Right of the circle. Hands off to Holloman. In the lane, Holloman gets it out of there to Richardson with 5 to shoot. Richardson off the right wing, fade away, right elbow, off the rim short. Rebound, Amos for Wisconsin. Outlet pass to Max Klesman. Right side to the front court. Klesman off the Amos screen, feeds Crowell, tosses to McGee left side. Kamari, bounce pass, Crowell left of the circle, inside feed, tough pass, nice catch, Amos. He ran out of room. That was tough. Tried to loop that over Fiddler to get to the target.
No reason to make that pass.
Yep.
You weren't going to get anything out of that. X is going down the lane line. He's going to catch it way too deep, and because he catches it deep, he's not going to be able to do anything with it there. There's no benefit to that.
Both teams with 3 turnovers, so the lead stays at 3 for Michigan State. 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Frankie Fiddler left of the lane in the paint, low on the left. One pumper, first layup is good. Got around Amos. Fiddler with his first points, 30-25 Michigan State. 5:20 left in the half. Amos throwing to Blackwell. John off the right wing in the lane. Blackwell, tough shot, missed, but a foul. There it is again.
It's there. It's there the way that Michigan State is guarding Wisconsin. I'm going to say it yet again. You are going to have the ability to get to the rim.
They get Carson Cooper with his first foul. And John Blackwell at the free throw line. 30-25 Michigan State.
And every time they've attacked with a purpose, they've got fouled. Why? Because Michigan State is hugging the shooters. So when they finally do come, they're coming late. And they're out of position, and they're going to foul you.
Those free throws good for Blackwell as Carter Gilmore will sub in for Xavier Amos. Badgers 5 out of 6 at the foul line. The Spartans are 6 out of 7. Blackwell is an 81% free throw shooter, and the second free throw rattles out. Carson Cooper the rebound. 30-26 the Spartans. 5:10 left in the half. Holloman between the arcs. McGee just trying to be like a glove on Jace Richardson and had to come and get the handoff. Richardson near the center circle, loops it to Cooper at the top. Cooper and threw it away, and Holloman, although it went off the official, it's in play. Here's Blackwell staying alive, shot blocked by Akins, and he taps it to Cooper. What a terrific play by Jaden Akins. Outside left, he'll feed Holloman, throwing to Fiddler. Fiddler to the free throw line, retreats out to Holloman, and after all that, a reset. Here's Carson Cooper. He'll give to Richardson right side. Driving baseline kicks to Holloman. Left corner three. Off the rim, no. Cooper the offensive rebound. Out to Akins. Klesman flies by. Akins missed a three. Rebound to Carter Gilmore after all of that. Wow. That was a heck of a sequence. Here's McGee with 4:15 left in the half. A feed to Gilmore right of the circle. Throwing to Klesman right wing. 4-point lead Michigan State. Max driving down the lane to the rim. Layup good for Klesman. Again on the attack. 30-28 Michigan State. 4 minutes left in the first half. Fiddler throwing to Richardson, and that is swatted out of bounds. We'll have the under 4 media timeout. Anybody who doesn't think these games matter, you needed to watch that last sequence.
Absolutely.
A moment ago. Hey, fans, don't miss your chance to preview the 2025 football season for the Badgers and meet the team at the Wisconsin Football Spring Showcase, presented by UW Credit Union. Set for Saturday, April 19th at Camp Randall Stadium. All your ticket information, log on to uwbadgers.com. 3:56 left in the first half. Michigan State 30, Wisconsin 28. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
An elegant, intimate experience in fine dining is right here at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge features choice cuts of Angus beef and fresh seafood prepared to perfection over an open flame grill, complemented by an extensive selection of fine wines and signature martinis. A passion for detail in exceptional dining. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Open Thursday through Sunday. Call and make your reservations today.
Wisconsin is known for some pretty great things, like football, food, and family. At Jones Dairy Farm, we're proud to be a Wisconsin company, one that's been family-owned and operated in Fort Atkinson. Our all-natural breakfast sausage, dry-aged bacon, naturally smoked ham, Canadian bacon, and Braunschweiger have all been making Wisconsin breakfast better since 1889. And that Wisconsin pride is why Jones is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Go Badgers!
The big game. Family. Friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need, whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond.
Wisconsin basketball brought to you by UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers and proud sponsors of UW Athletics. Badgers have been down by as many as 9, now down just 2 with 3:56 left in the first half. Michigan State 30, Wisconsin 28.
When you look at it, what they've continued to do here, the reason they've been able to cut into this lead is they've attacked the paint. And I continue to say it a lot, I know, but it really is. It's wide open there. And realizing it, sometimes it takes some time to do that. And I think they've finally realized what they can get. We'll see how Michigan State reacts to it, because at some point they're going to have to. But big 4 minutes here to finish out this half when you look at what needs to happen. Defensively, stay locked in. Michigan State offensively kind of out of rhythm a little bit. A lot of it's been because of Kamar McGee and what he's been able to do against Richardson. Their catch and their pickup points have been way near half court. So now Michigan State's offense is operating farther out than they normally do. So when they're getting the curls, they're curling at the three-point line instead of curling at the free throw or at the elbows. So it changes where they're operating from.
John Tonje with 9 points, leading the way for Wisconsin. Jace Richardson has 10 to pace the Spartans. Tonje comes out there with Crow, Gilmore, McGee, and Klesman. A heck of a sequence on a bad pass that went off an official, so it was still in play. Blackwell was driving for a layup. Aikens with a block, and it was they didn't call goaltending.
But they could, because it's off the glass. They did, absolutely. Now that's super slow-mo, but that should have been a goaltend.
But they didn't call it, so you can't review it. Here's Michigan State on offense. Carson Cooper hands off to Jaden Aikens. Hard left-hand dribble to the free throw line in the paint. Kicks it Fiddler. Right wing, dribbles off the wing. Spin move, fadeaway, baseline right. Rattles, out no good. Rebound tipped and gathered by Tonje with 3:38 left in the half. 30-28 Michigan State. Tonje high on the left. Aikens defending. A throw to Gilmore. He's with Fiddler. Gilmore hands off to Klesman. Max takes a look. Tosses the crowd. Feeds McGee on the left side. Kamari to Gilmore, top of the circle. Passes off to Tonje, 8 to shoot. Loops it into Gilmore. Carter against Fiddler. Right block. Runs it out the crowd for 3 in the lead. It's off the back rim, no good. Fiddler the rebound. Knocked away, gets it back, and here comes Jeremy Fears for Michigan State. Ahead to Fiddler, head of steam, down the lane. Tough shot, left hand, no good. And Cooper got the rebound, but landed.
They called a foul.
They called a foul on Klesman. Yeah, he landed out of bounds, but they'll say he was helped there by Max Klesman. That's going to be 2 on Max.
And Max is in the right spot here. The problem is, because it was, again, a missed shot, as soon as Cooper leaves his feet, Max continues to go into him. And it's a really tough situation. I think it's the right call.
Yeah, leaned into him a little bit. Jack Janicki is in.
I mean, Max needed to sink on that, which he did. But as soon as Cooper, because it was such a bad miss, more or less, that's what happens.
Team foul number 9, a 1-and-1 for Carson Cooper, and he'll earn the bonus as the first rattles through. 31-28 Michigan State with 3:04 left in the first half. All 3 of Cooper's points coming at the free throw line. Second attempt is good. The Spartans helping themselves at the foul line. Cooper comes out. Shimon Zapawa back in. 32-28 Michigan State. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the first half. Carter Gilmore scoops it to Tonje high on the left, and a whistle off the wall. They're going to get Cohen Carr for tagging Gilmore. That's the first foul on Carr. And it'll be number 6 on Michigan State.
Next one will send Wisconsin to the bonus. But it's, again, keep putting pressure. That's a great just a slip by Carter.
John Blackwell, baseline left, will throw it in. Badgers trail by 4, 2:57 left in the half. Inbounds pass sent out to Crowell, outside left. Stevie swings it over to Gilmore. Shot fake, top of the circle. Now it's Janicki. Tosses the crowd left of the wheel. Leaves it for Tonje. Tonje, long 3, left of the circle. Money. John Tonje, his second three, and it's 32-31 Michigan State.
Michigan State went under the screen. He got his feet set. Much better three.
2.5 minutes left in the first half. Carr hands off to Richardson. Back in there for the Spartans. Now Fears. Dribbles right lane line. Stops. Pivots. Tonje's on him. Zapawa has it. Top of the circle. Gets it out to Aikens. Shot clock at 10. Aikens around a Zapawa screen. Now a throw to Fears at the top. 5 to shoot. Fears against Crow. A jab step. Fears puts it on the deck. In the lane. Runs it up. He walked with the ball.
He did.
He walked with the ball. Turnover Michigan State with 2:11 left in the half. Badgers back on offense. Down by 1.
If I'm Wisconsin, I'm getting back to the side pick and roll yet again with Big Steve to see exactly how they guard that, because John Tonje has been able to get out of some really good action out of it.
John Blackwell bounces.
There they are.
Crowd right of the circle. Now Tonje high on the right around the Crow screen. Feeds Gilmore. He'll try a three. It's off the rim. No good. Long rebound. Crow runs it down right corner. With 1:55 left in the half. Now Blackwell strong take of the lane. Blocked inside. Tom Izzo upset. And so is Jeremy Fears in the restricted area, I think, there. Izzo claiming that there was a push-off from Blackwell. Not going to get that. A lot of acting going on right now. A lot of animation.
There might have been a push-off. Let's just be completely honest.
Yeah, and then Fears just kind of lost his balance.
And I don't know what they're reviewing.
Well, because they haven't had a review yet today.
Yeah, I don't know what the review is.
We're going to check on some contact up high, I guess. I don't know if there's... We have 1:53 left in the first half. It's 32-31. Michigan State leading Wisconsin. So the officials right now are having a meeting away from the scorers table. Well, we had like 32 reviews yesterday. 30 of them coming in the first minute of the second half of the game against UCLA.
I tried to catch what they said. I did not hear what they said and what they're trying to review here.
Checking the restricted area here, and I don't think that's the issue here. Looking for anything flagrant. I don't see anything there. It looked like Fears with that left arm was getting around the hip of Blackwell, and then they're checking Blackwell with the forearm. Did that get up too high on Jeremy Fears?
I don't know. I love this game so much.
However,
but this part right here really is tough. I mean, and I get it as a viewer, I get it as a listener. I understand that, because I've watched this now how many times now. We haven't had the officials tell us exactly what the review here is. Now I'm assuming they're looking at John Blackwell for an F1 to a forearm. That's what I'm assuming here. But I
see
don't.
If there was anything dead ball too, because that's what that factored into a call yesterday. But yeah, did John Blackwell get away with a push-off? Yeah, he probably did, but the push-off was to the chest.
That's what
it wasn't up high. So the review continues. In the meantime, we'll remind you there's 1:53 left in the first half. Michigan State 32, Wisconsin 31.
And what's a really good college basketball game right now?
Yeah.
This is a really good, and this is what I anticipated being.
And this is really where there's got to be a time limit here, because they're just...
I don't...
You have two officials at a time looking at it. They bring in the third. I mean, this is all stuff that could be done in less than 60 seconds. We're not reinventing the wheel here. You can love something and hate some things about it.
This is a great game. But here's the thing: everybody in college basketball knows that this is something that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
This isn't.
And it's really
everybody does.
It's a deal where,
and I'm not saying the officials have an easy job here. There's a lot of contact there. There's a lot. I mean, John's pushing off. It's there. There's a lot going on to work through here for the officials. By no means is it an easy job. In general, this is the area where the game does need to be fixed.
And
This is now way too long.
Yeah, it is. Well, a free timeout and a half, maybe 2 timeouts and a half.
We might need to have warm-up lines for crying out loud.
This rain delay brought to you by a dead ball contact technical is what they're calling on John Blackwell. So that was my last guess there as we saw that yesterday.
Then it's an offensive foul. Let's play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But they call it a dead ball.
They call it correct.
Committed. Yeah. So that's what it is. So Blackwell will shoot the free throws, and then there will be the contact technical assessed to Blackwell. And that's the second foul, by the way, on John. A minute 53 left in the first half. So Blackwell by his lonesome at the free throw line. A sophomore out of Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. And he is straight through with a free throw, and this game is tied at 32. One more coming up for Blackwell. The second attempt is in the air, and that rattles out. No good. Blackwell 2 of 4 at the foul line, and now Trey Holloman will come in. I guess by the razor's edge of the definition, a contact technical, but that was like 1/1000th of a second after the whistle was blown. That there was, unless there was something else involved, there's somebody else involved. As the free throw is no good from Trey Holloman. He has one more coming. He is 2 of 3 now at the foul line. An outstanding free throw shooter, 86%. Second free throw is good. And now Michigan State leads 33-32. Point of interruption. All of this, it'll be Michigan State basketball.
Okay. Now let's play some basketball.
Now that we've reinvented the wheel. Clock running.
It does go round and round.
It still goes round and round. Here's Holloman to the front court against Jack Janicki with Blackwell out now. Akins hands off to Carr, throws to Holloman. Off to Zapawa screen. Now Cohen Carr left of the lane, gives off to Akins. 12 to shoot. Holloman for Zapawa outside right. A hand off to Jace Richardson. Cuts off the wing to the free throw line. Slips it inside Zapawa. Knocked away. Turnover as Crowell has it. 1:25 left in the half. Spartans up 33-32. Stephen Crowell outside left. Gives to Janicki. Jack left wing. Feeds Crowell. Whips to Gilmore. High on the right. Back to Stevie. Open three. Left of the circle. Book it. And the Badgers take the lead. First points of the day for Stephen Crowell. 35-33 Wisconsin with 1:05 left of the half. Trey Holloman at the center circle against Jack Janicki. Holloman off the Zapawa screen. Still pounds the dribble right of the wheel. Gives off to Akins. Sideline right. Soft bounce Zapawa. Up top. Flips to Trey Holloman. Drives off the right wing in the lane. Pushed it up. Short. Rebound. Back tap. Gathered by McGee. 42 seconds left in the half. Badgers up 2 and with the ball. Crowell gives off to Tanjay. Tanjay against Zapawa. Tanjay sizes him up on the attack. In the lane. One pump. Throws up an impossible shot because he knew he would draw the contact, and he did. Missed the rim by about 1.5 miles, but he drew the contact. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, contact.
I mean, it was wicked.
Yeah.
He'll live. Not a whole lot.
No, you'll take. Hey, Badger fans, you take it. All right, I'm going to say that.
First foul on Zapawa, by the way.
Yes. First foul. Yes, foul. That's what that was. Yes.
So they say.
So, yes.
31 seconds left in the first half. Tanjay with the first free throw, and it bounces in. He's 5 of 5 at the line.
That being said, when you drive to the paint and put pressure at the rim, you do get some of those calls to go your way, and that's what Wisconsin's done, and that's why you got that whistle.
13 for Tanjay, make it 14 as he hits both free throws. Cooper in, Zapawa out, 37-33 Wisconsin. 30 seconds left in the first half, and now Tom Izzo will take the use it or lose it timeout. And while they do that, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. 10 for an ID. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
28.3 seconds to play in the half. 27 on the MSU shot clock. Wisconsin 37, Michigan State 33. As the Spartans, who started hot, are now cold.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, they haven't had a field goal in the last 5 minutes, and I think a lot of it's been defensively. Wisconsin's been in gaps. Michigan State hasn't knocked down the threes like they did to start the game. They've tried to drive. There's been Badgers that have been in the gaps, and that's why they've had success.
Janicki, Tanjay, Gilmore, Crowell, and McGee on the floor. Cooper, Cohen Carr, Jace Richardson, Trey Holloman, and Jaden Akins out there for Michigan State. Richardson, front court sideline right, will inbound it. In a Holloman. Holloman, edge of the center circle, throws to Richardson, who has 10 first half points, 8 of them coming very early. Richardson out high.
Wisconsin in his zone.
Yes, they are. That 1-3-1. Holloman surveys, loops it back to Richardson. Shot clock at 10. Holloman probing, stops left elbow. And they invite him to take it. Won't take the dare. Now Richardson, baseline right, in traffic up left hand. Short. McGee the rebound with 3, with 2. Here's Kamari with 1. Out of his hands, too late, and off the top of the glass anyway. The first half comes to an end as the Badgers go into lockdown mode. Michigan State without a bucket. The final 5:27 of the first half.
A good first half as far as what they've needed to do offensively. They found it. Defensively, they tightened up. Got a 4-point lead heading into the locker room.
We are at the half in Indianapolis. Big Ten Tournament semifinal game. Wisconsin 37, Michigan State 33. We're back with a halftime report presented by Culver's. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
When we learn the power of hope, recovery is possible. Find out how at startwithhope.com. Brought to you by the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, Shatterproof, and the Ad Council.
Entertaining first half, but then what else would you expect? Wisconsin leads Michigan State 37-33. Spartans led by as many as 9 in the early minutes. But the Badgers put a vice grip on the Spartans, just 10 of 29 for the field in the first half. John Tanjay with 14 points leading the way for the Badgers. At the half, Wisconsin 37, Michigan State 33. Coming up, our halftime conversation presented by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024, U.S. Bank.
Hey Badger fans, Tony Drake with Drake & Associates, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. How do you prepare for the big game? You strategize, right? Well, retirement is your ultimate big game. And without a solid plan, it's like stepping onto the court without practice. But here's the game changer. Claim your retirement-ready toolkit for free from Drake & Associates. Just text Bucky to 262-600-2782. That's Bucky to 262-600-2782. Our retirement-ready roadmap is your playbook for financial success. Let's slam dunk your retirement goals together, because at Drake & Associates, we're your winning strategy for a financial game plan.
Drake & Associates is an independent investment advisory firm that offers different investment vehicles. All insurance products are backed by the issuing insurance company. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only.
Looking for a fan favorite at your tailgate? Pork has you covered. Not only is it nutritious and delicious, but pork's got that flavor that your family expects. Firing up the grill? Try chops, brats, and ribs. Making appetizers or finger foods? Add bacon, ground, or shredded pork. Visit WPPA.org for recipe inspiration and to learn where you can source local pork. Wisconsin Pork Association is proud to support the Badgers and our farmers all year round, and you should too. Brought to you by Wisconsin's Pig Farmers.
Wisconsin is known for some pretty great things, like football, food, and family. At Jones Dairy Farm, we're proud to be a Wisconsin company, one that's been family-owned and operated in Fort Atkinson. Our all-natural breakfast sausage, dry-aged bacon, naturally smoked ham, Canadian bacon, and Braunschweiger have all been making Wisconsin breakfast better since 1889. And that Wisconsin pride is why Jones is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Go Badgers!
The countdown to savings is on at Clary Building Corp. Get the best prices of the year right now at any Clary location or contact us for a free consultation on the building you have been dreaming about. Clary has a building for every stage of your life. Visit clarybuilding.com today to see all of the amazing building options we offer. Don't let the clock run out for big savings.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Wisconsin. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Time for our halftime conversation. Butchie, a lot is made. If you can get to Saturday, the semifinals of the Big Ten Tournament, more eyeballs theoretically are on you, and you might be able to crystallize your seed, your location, at least have a better guess. It's still a guess. But as a player, how much of that are you aware of when you get to the semifinals?
Oh, you're aware of it. I think that's one of the reasons that, we had so much success, and that's why I think these groups have had success now back-to-back years, getting here knowing that the moment is so much bigger. There's 4 teams. The eyeballs are on you, and it's fun. That's what you want. I think at times during Big Ten play, there's so many games going on at one point, you don't have all the eyeballs on you as a player. And everybody's watching your game today. Everybody's got eyes on what you're doing, and it's fun. It's exciting. Those are the moments you want to be a part of, and that's why you come to Wisconsin, because you're going to have opportunities to play your way into big time stages.
Well, you do all that work for it. It's why you had so much fun running the hill. Right?
Correct. During the hill, when I was not vomiting or trying to stay conscious of what was going on, that's exactly what we were thinking. But that's why you come to this university, because you have that platform.
All right, we'll take a break. More of our halftime conversation presented by American Family Insurance is coming up. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
The big game. Family. Friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need, whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. WEAbenefits.com. That's WEAbenefits.com. WEA Member Benefits is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Are you seeking a better career? Rail Transport offers truck drivers a variety of driving jobs earning top wages. No CDL? No problem. Get paid to get your CDL with Rail's on-the-job paid training program. We're also seeking top talent for driver and customer support positions. To see all the career opportunities at Rail and how you can take home more and be home more, visit rail.jobs. That's rail.jobs. Rail Transport is a proud sponsor of the Badgers.
I'm Sawyer, and I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober. Or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
We continue with our halftime conversation. The bracketologists earn whatever it is they earn. This time of year, more and more people pay attention. As a player, how much did you pay attention to that?
Well, our groups were a lot like the group today, right, where they don't need to necessarily pay attention to it. They're paying attention to seeding more than anything. So that's a wonderful thing. Now you look at Indiana. Thankfully, I was never in that situation where right now when we talk about this, Indiana's on the bubble and they've got a long, 48 hours here to figure out exactly what they've got to try to figure this thing out. And I think thankfully, like I said, for me, for this group, they don't have to worry about it. They're more looking, okay, can we get to Milwaukee? Did we lock up Milwaukee? Great, fantastic. Like, where's our seating? That's the only thing when Sunday night comes, they might be upset with is where they're seated. That's a great feeling. Like, to be mad about that is a great feeling versus where Indiana's going to be. Are we in? Are we out? So.
Yeah, no, I remember Bo. He wasn't happy about the seating, the location, whatever, but it was motivation. It helped push through, and then a tough draw in the second round against a really good Pitt team. That is our halftime conversation. Stick around. More to come, including our look at some of the stats presented by Ho Chunk Gaming. Back in a moment. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Are you seeking a better career? Rail Transport offers truck drivers a variety of driving jobs earning top wages. No CDL? No problem. Get paid to get your CDL with Rail's on-the-job paid training program. We're also seeking top talent for driver and customer support positions. To see all the career opportunities at Rail and how you can take home more and be home more, visit rail.jobs. That's rail.jobs. Rail Transport is a proud sponsor of the Badgers.
Let's have brats for dinner.
Whoa, maybe not.
Hi, this is Fritz Usinger. Your home freezer can begin to suck moisture and flavor out of improperly packaged food products within a matter of days. That's why at Usinger's, we flash freeze our brats and then vacuum seal them to lock in flavor and seal out air. Just put them in your freezer, and when you're ready for a Usinger brat, drop the package in a bowl of water, and in 15 minutes, they're ready to grill. Remember, if it has a ELF on the label, you've got quality on your table.
The Kohl Center, Camp Randall, the Field House. This is where the magic happens, where the best players lead with passion, fight with power, and win with exceptional performance. And now it's time we add another house to our Badger community. Meet Madison's newest powerhouse player, UW Health East Park Medical Center, home of top doctors and advanced treatments, all under one roof. So no matter the opponent, we're the place to defeat it. UW Health. Remarkable.
It's Truck Month with the Ford crew.
Sam, do you know what these trucks have in common?
They are all Ford trucks.
And
they're built Ford tough?
Also true, but specifically they're Ford F-Series trucks, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years.
48 years? We should celebrate a month-long event.
Sam.
A truckload of value.
Sam.
Across the entire lineup of Ford trucks.
Sam.
That's called Truck Month already, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I knew it.
Based on 1977 to 2024 CY Industry reported total sales.
Wisconsin leads Michigan State at the half, 37-33. Let's check out some of the first half stats brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming. The Badgers 12 of 27 overall from the floor, 5 of 17 from three, doing good work inside the arc, especially in the paint, specifically with 14 paint points. Wisconsin 8 of 11 at the foul line. The Spartans just 10 of 29 from the field, 4 of 10 from the arc. Their hot start cooled off in a big way. They did not get a bucket the final 5:27 of the first half. MSU is 9 of 11 at the foul line. Michigan State a +4 on the glass, but second chance points 7-1 in favor of Michigan State. Just 3 fast break points, though, for the Spartans. They average 16.5 such points per game. John Tonje with 14, pacing Wisconsin. Jace Richardson has 10 to lead the way for Michigan State. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison and Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, proud casino partners of UW Athletics. Wisconsin 37, Michigan State 33. This is the Halftime Report brought to you by Culver's. The second half is next. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Put your phone on D&D. That means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D. That means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says,
avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, Honey Bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
This broadcast is copyrighted by the Big Ten Conference Incorporated. Any use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Big Ten Conference's express written consent is prohibited. We get set for the second half. Wisconsin 37, Michigan State 33. Well, Butchie, the threes aren't falling a ton, 5 of 17, but as you were saying, they've got some lanes open and 14 paint points in the first half.
Well, they are, and that's what needs to happen. Obviously, like you said, the threes aren't falling, but I would say at the beginning of this game, the first 10 minutes, majority of the threes they took weren't good threes. They were rushed, feet weren't set. Because of that, your percentage is low. When they finally decided to put their head down, turn that corner based on the way that Michigan State is guarding you, now you've got some success. I also think the way they guard it, when you look at what they've done against Richardson, he's got 8 points early in this game, only 2 after that, and he's at 10. Going back and forth at East Lansing, Michigan State trailed Wisconsin 34-32 at half as well. So, this is exactly the way I thought this is going to play out. I think this is going to be at 4 minutes. It's going to be an extremely close game, and somebody's going to have to make a play. Now, that's the beautiful thing about college basketball this time of year, is there's going to be somebody that's going to walk out of here with knowing that, like, hey, we made the play. It was 1 or 2 plays. That's the margin of error. That's how slim it is.
Yeah.
And that's why you just got to keep doing what you're doing. I think that's where we're headed. I don't see one team pulling away. Hopefully I'm wrong. If a team does pull away, I got a feeling it's going to be Wisconsin, because I see a lot more opportunities out there for Wisconsin to capitalize on the space that's out there for the offensive end.
Fouls to watch. John Blackwell, Nolan Winter each with 2. Jackson Kohler, Jeremy Fears each with 2. And all 4 of those guys I mentioned are on the floor to begin the second half. Badgers will have the first possession. We'll move to our left. 37-33. Wisconsin leads Michigan State in this Big Ten semifinal game at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Spartans were hot early, jumped out to a 13-4 lead, and for a considerable time kept at least an 8-point separation. And then Sparty went cold, and the Badgers able to capitalize. Second half is underway. Michigan State 6 first-half turnovers. Wisconsin had 4. Here's Max Klesmit between the circles against Richardson. Max driving to the cup, runs it up, miss, but a foul, and Klesmit with that take will go to the free throw line. They get that second foul on Richardson. He picked up his first foul 12 seconds into the game. The second foul 11 seconds into the second half.
I mean, it is a great, and I'm watching the replay here, so we're going to talk you through it, on the radio side of it. But Max one-on-one, Fears is in the corner guarding. He comes over with a slight show. Normally, that's a full show, but because of the way that Wisconsin shoots the basketball from 3, that's the great example of what I'm talking about by Michigan State giving you driving lanes, and they normally don't do that.
Max hits the first free throw, second one coming on the way, and it is good. 39-33 Wisconsin, opening minutes second half. Spartans moving to our right. Fears off screens from Kohler and Cooper. Dribbles to the right elbow, now backpedals between the circles. Bounce pass Jaden Akins right wing. Klesmit defends. Akins flips to Cooper. He's with crowd, top of the arc.
Hand off over to Fears in the lane. Pushed it up and in off the glass. Fears with 6. 39-35 Wisconsin. Still in the first minute of the second half. Nolan Winter throwing to Tanjay. Outside left. Tanjay against Akins. He'll throw to Winter. Turns at the Crowell. Wraps it to Klesman on the right wing. Max steps back. He's open. Flips a 3. Back rim no. Rebound Crowell. Second chance Wisconsin. Klesman up top and a whistle and a blocking foul called on Richardson. They were trying to sell the offensive foul on Klesman. Instead, it's on Richardson, and that's his third.
Big one.
Just a little tardy getting there was Richardson.
Yeah, I was just going to say that I know Coach Izzo's not happy with this, but that's a block every day.
Richardson out. Holloman is in. Here's Klesman on the left wing for Wisconsin. Goes into Nolan Winter against Kohler. Left of the lane. Winter starts to back. A dig from Holloman. And good job keeping it was Nolan Winter. Outside left is Klesman. 5 on the shot clock. Max left of the lane. Spins. Fades. Lets it go. Partially blocked. Air ball caught by Jackson Kohler. Here comes Fears ahead to Holloman off the right wing. He'll throw to Akins. Driving. Baseline left. The floater. Short. Rebound. Crowell. Wisconsin. Minute and a half gone by. Second half. 39-35 the Badgers. John Tanjay, he looped it inside and well beyond the reach of Stephen Crowell. And a turnover for Wisconsin as the pass goes out of bounds. And wasting no time the other way is Jeremy Fears for Michigan State. 5th turnover of the day for the Badgers. Holloman left wing. Holloman a bounce to Cooper left elbow. Shovels it to Kohler. Fades baseline left. Jumper is good. Jackson Kohler with 4.
Live with that. Defensively, you're still in a really good situation.
39-37 Wisconsin. 2 minutes into the second half. John Blackwell throwing to Winter. Left of the circle. He'll hand it to Klesman. Max bounces to Winter left elbow. Pivots. Now moves in on Kohler. Goes up right hand. Miss, but a foul. It's on Kohler. That's his third. And Nolan Winter at the free throw line. That left shoulder turn and a flip of the right hand for the Big Ten logo in the paint.
A little bit farther than when you want to,
yes.
But there was a foul. There was contact right on the forearm there.
First free throw for Winter rolls in. 79% free throw shooter. He now has 4 points today. 40-37 Wisconsin with 17:50 remaining. Second free throw Winter straight through. 41-37 Wisconsin. Early on in the second half. Holloman outside right. Brings the top of the circle. Leads it for Akins. Akins high on the left against Klesman. A pass for Cooper. Flips to Fears at the right point. Fears tosses to Holloman, top of the arc. Gets it out to Akins, covered up by Klesman. Now Holloman will leave it for Fears. Bounce past Cooper. Shot clock at 5. Here's Akins on the left side. Cuts off the wing. Lost it. Fears is there. Long 2 on the way. Clipped the right side iron. No good. And a foul called inside against Wisconsin. Well, the shot clock winding down. A tough shot. They did well to get iron. And they get Nolan Winter for his 3rd foul. So he's going to have to come out for the time being as Carter Gilmore is back in. Cohen Carr replacing Jackson Kohler. 41-37 Wisconsin, 17-19 remaining. Fears loops it inbounds to Cooper off the right elbow, bounce pass to Carr. He gives off to Fears, baseline right. Crowell is there, they hook a pass to Cooper inside, up and in. 1 point or 2 point lead for Wisconsin, 41-39. 3 minutes into the second half. Carter Gilmore throwing to Tanjay on the right side. John leaves it for Crowell. He'll toss to Klesman. Max off the left wing. In the lane. Tough shot off the glass and rim. No good. Jeremy Fears the rebound, and he got bumped by Klesman in the backcourt. That's 3 on Max, and the Badgers getting themselves into some trouble now. Winter on the bench with 3, and Klesman about to join him on the bench with 3 as Jack Janicki re-enters.
Yeah, it's a tough one because Max, there was definitely contact on his spin and finish. They're letting him play. And then that one behind, there's
not much there.
Well, if you didn't call that one, let that one go. And yeah.
Jaden Akins outside left, throwing to Cooper. 2 point lead Wisconsin, 16:40 remaining. Cooper finds Fears into Cooper, low on the right. Reverse layup is good, and we're tied. Carson Cooper with 8, tied at 41. Cooper a factor today, averages 5 points for the season. He has 8 today. Tanjay's open, snaps off a three, left side, off the rim and out, no good. Cooper the rebound. Here comes Michigan State on a tie game. Holloman quickly up the floor, stops at the free throw line, goes again low on the left, puts it up and in off the glass. He has 10. Spartans lead 43-41.
You knew a run was coming, so offensively continue to work the ball around. You can get driving lanes yet again.
And John Tanjay on the right side. Tanjay lets it fly. Around and out, no good. Cooper the rebound. Michigan State running again. Fears, Weiss front court. Inside, Cohen Carr slam dunk. Got the under 16 coming up. We'll see if guard takes a timeout or plays on.
And right now, Michigan State's baiting Wisconsin into taking those three. They're good shots, but you can get to the paint.
45-41, Michigan State. Jack Janicki feeds Gilmore. Shot fake from three. Tossed it back to Janicki high on the left. Leaves it for Crowell. Crowell right of the circle. Shot clock is at 10. Here comes Tanjay. Baseline right. The fadeaway. Baseline right. Good. So fall away for Tanjay. Badgers within 2. 15-20 remaining. 45-43, Michigan State. Tanjay with 16 points this afternoon. Fears off the Carr screen. Throwing to Cohen Carr. Stops left elbow. Tosses to Fears. Sends it to Holloman right corner. Trey Holloman off the Carson Cooper screen. Dribbles to the free throw line. Picked up by Carter Gilmore now. A pass for Fears into Carr. To the line. Spinning. Goes up. Tough shot. Way off. Rebound Gilmore. 14:55 remaining. Badgers with the ball down 2. Blackwell against Holloman. Blackwell feeds Gilmore, turns to Janicki on the right wing. Janicki puts it on the deck to the free throw line. Sends it to Crowell, gives off to Tanjay off the left wing. Tanjay barreling in the traffic and is fouled before the shot, like an off-tackle run right there from John Tanjay. And he is fouled again before the shot. And Trey
Technical
Holloman.
Foul, yeah, absolutely.
Trey Holloman, yeah, he was barking into the Wisconsin bench area there. So getting a little testy here. We'll take a break. 14:39 remaining. Michigan State 45, Wisconsin 43. Back in a moment. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is currently hiring registered nurses with a starting pay of $41 per hour to provide essential health care to those in our care. To learn more and to apply, go to wisc.jobs. That's WISC.jobs. The 2025 Wisconsin football schedule is here, and you should be too. Season tickets are on sale now, so don't miss your chance to jump around at Camp Randall Stadium this fall. Last year, 6 of 7 home games were sellouts, proof that there's nothing like game day with the Badgers. Secure your spot for marquee matchups against Ohio State, Washington, and Iowa, and enjoy the best value to see Wisconsin football in action. For more information and to get your season tickets, visit EWBadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
It's Truck Month with the Ford crew.
Sam, do you know what these trucks have in common?
They're all Ford trucks.
And
they're built Ford tough?
Also true, but specifically they're Ford F-Series trucks, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years.
48 years? We should celebrate a month-long event.
Sam.
A truckload of value.
Sam.
Across the entire lineup of Ford trucks.
Sam.
That's called Truck Month already, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I knew it.
Based on 1977 to 2024 CY Industry reported total sales.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is hiring social workers starting at $30 per hour, providing counseling and programming services, including substance use disorder programming to those in our care. To learn more and to apply, go to wisc.jobs. That's WISC.jobs.
The Wisconsin Department of Transportation reminds you to always drive sober. Zero in Wisconsin. Together we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Let's get you caught up here. 14:39 remaining. Michigan State 45, Wisconsin 43. Personal foul assessed to Jaden Akins, and then a technical foul on Trey Holloman. He was barking at some Wisconsin players as they were getting ready for the huddle. And he got hit with it.
Yeah, the official gave it more than enough leash on that, too. I mean, that was well-deserved technical. I don't say that a whole lot. Normally I think it's quick. But that situation, Trey Holloman, he was barking way too long.
Well, they say that he is a leader of this team in every way. Trey Holloman, of course, when they had their last home game against Michigan, they have that tradition where the players kiss the logo at center court. A couple Michigan players are standing on it. Holloman took exception. That'll win you a lot of points in Spartan Nation, by the way. First free throw is good for Tanjay. Holloman is one of those guys you love to have on your team.
Yeah.
But he had a difficult moment there. Technical foul as John Tanjay pays it off, hitting both of those technical throws. At point of interruption, it'll be Wisconsin basketball. So we're tied at 45. With 14:39 remaining as Kamari McGee will inbound it. Baseline left. McGee looking, still looking, gets it into Gilmore, left corner. Out to Tanjay, tries a three. Got it. Tanjay, another triple. Badgers lead 48-45.
That's a great end line out of bounds. I mean, it's a wiper action to get John a wide open three. Great call by Greg Gard.
Here's Jaden Akins in the lane off the Fiddler screen. Badgers lead by 3, 14:20 remaining. Here's Jeremy Fears off the Carr screen, picked up by Xavier Amos. Back in there for Wisconsin. Fears throwing to Akins, right wing. A jab step, jabs again. On the dribble, pull up, pull back, jumper, no good. Rebound, Janicki for Wisconsin. Outlet Kamari McGee with 14:04 to play. McGee taps the brakes. Badgers lead 48-45 here in the second half. Tanjay off the right wing, and an offensive foul against Wisconsin. They're going to get Amos.
Yeah, and he's just got to come to a complete stop. It's the little things.
Chase Richardson coming in for the Spartans.
It's amazing how little things become big things in March because the possessions are pushed together so much.
An airtight game like this, especially 48-45 Wisconsin. Richardson with the ball on the left side. Richardson against Amos. 13:42 remaining. Richardson will pass to Fiddler at the top. Scoops it to Holloman. Holloman. And a pass knocked away by Janicki in the backcourt. Holloman and whistle and a foul called on Janicki. Yep, grabbed Holloman there trying to get the loose ball. Ryan Dorsey is on it. This case of hustle not rewarded, but Janicki guilty of that foul, his first. And the team's fourth. Michigan State has 5. 13:30 remaining, 48-45 Wisconsin. Holloman leaves it for Fiddler on the right wing. Now Akins, he'll try a three, right side. Nope. Rebound. Tanjay knocked away by Richardson, but Gilmore is there to clean it up for Wisconsin.
Akins has been quiet. 1 of 6, only 3 points. Good job by Wisconsin defensively on him.
Here's Tanjay out to Gilmore. Carter to the line. Carter down the leg to the rim. Slam dunk. Carter Gilmore. He has 7, 50-45 Wisconsin. Akins high pass. It's off the hands of Cohen Carr and out of bounds. Turnover Michigan State. Badgers back on offense, up by 5. Holloman comes out. It's Richardson, Fears, Carr, Akins, and now subbing back in is Carson Cooper in for Frankie Fiddler.
And I'm going to say this right now. Wisconsin defensively is speeding up Michigan State, and Michigan State is not able to handle it.
Xavier Amos up top, darts a pass to Tanjay with 21 points today, blows off the wing and the lane, pushed it up and in. Tanjay, another strong take, and McGee knocking away the inbounds pass out of bounds. Spartans keep it, and a timeout taken by Michigan State as the lead is 7 for the Badgers. And we'll take a break. Horsepower to amplify your willpower, capability to kickstart your courage. There's standard and built Ford Tough Ford trucks and adventure-ready Ford SUVs. Visit your Wisconsin Ford store today. 12:45 remaining. Wisconsin 52, Michigan State 45. Back in a moment. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Need reliable waste and recycling services? Choose LRS. Driven by service and dedicated to sustainability. We're your partner in efficient waste management. Need more? We also offer convenient dumpster rentals and clean portable restrooms for any event or project. Trust LRS for all your waste needs. Visit lrsrecycles.com to sign up for service. That's lrsrecycles.com.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is currently hiring correctional officers with a starting pay of over $33 per hour, plus scheduled increases and plenty of advancement opportunities. Plus, hourly rates increase for those hired for medium and maximum security positions. To learn more and apply, go to wisc.jobs. That's WISC.jobs.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The 2025 Wisconsin football schedule is here, and you should be too. Season tickets are on sale now, so don't miss your chance to jump around at Camp Randall Stadium this fall. Last year, 6 of 7 home games were sellouts, proof that there's nothing like game day with the Badgers. Secure your spot for marquee matchups against Ohio State, Washington, and Iowa, and enjoy the best value to see Wisconsin football in action. For more information and to get your season tickets, visit ewbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS. It's an 11-point run for the Wisconsin Badgers. 12 minutes, 47 seconds remaining in this semifinal matchup. Wisconsin 52, Michigan State 45.
John Tonje's been special. I mean, that's really what it's come down to here recently is John's taken over. 3 of 7 from 3, 6 of 10. But what I've liked the most is his aggressiveness at the rim. He settled early in this, second half. Michigan State's going underneath the ball screens, took a couple of threes, didn't go in. Instead of just continuing to shoot those threes, he's turned that corner, put pressure, got some fouls. We saw that amazing layup that he had there before the timeout. A great 11-0 run here by Wisconsin.
Tom Izzo using a timeout as we now are set to resume play as Cohen Carr flips it inbounds to Jeremy Fears. 7-point lead, longest of the day for the Badgers. They run the weave. Richardson hands off to Fears, and there's a collision. He gets back up. Fears right of the circle. Floats it out to Richardson. Sidesteps, takes a 3 left wing. Short rebound, McGee for Wisconsin. Here comes Kamari. Scoots up the floor on the right side. Little contact, they'll play on. Throw into Amos. Rotates to Janicki high on the left. He's off to Gilmore. Carter dribbles right wing. Leads it for Tonje. Here comes John against Carson Cooper. Baseline right. Tight window. Finds McGee left corner. Kamari thought about it. Turned it down. 10 to shoot. Here's Amos. Deep 3. Right of the circle. Back iron. No good. Rebound Jace Richardson of Michigan State with 12:04 to play.
Yeah, I wonder how long Greg's going to keep this lineup on the floor together because the only one really active there is John Tonje.
Badgers up 7. Richardson at the top of the circle. A screen from Cooper. Richardson on the right wing. 12 to shoot. Richardson gives it up to Fears. Around the Cooper screen. Left elbow. Takes it right lane line to the rim. Layup is good. Good work from Fears. Here's McGee quickly the other way. Ahead to Jack Janicki. 52-47 Wisconsin. 11:35 remaining. Tonje against Akins. High on the left. Brings it back up top. Tonje picks up the dribble, throws to Xavier Amos, turns to McGee, baseline right, driving, lost his footing and knocked out of bounds. Cooper and McGee with a good collision there. And we'll have the under 12 media timeout. 5-point lead for the Wisconsin Badgers here in Indianapolis. With over 1,300 slot machines and a 95% average payout, Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison is your hometown big win. Make your next night out a winning one at Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison. 11:24 to play. Wisconsin 52, Michigan State 47. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Badger fans, you want your family to be warm and comfortable during the brutal Wisconsin winters, right? That's why it's good to know the knowledgeable, friendly dealers at Bryant Heating and Cooling, who will do whatever it takes to keep your furnace running efficiently, no matter what the weather throws at you. Plus, score up to $2,600 in tax credits on qualifying Bryant systems, and ask about local rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Find your dealer at Bryant.com. That's Bryant.com, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Hey Badger fans, Tony Drake with Drake & Associates, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. How do you prepare for the big game? You strategize, right? Well, retirement is your ultimate big game. And without a solid plan, it's like stepping onto the court without practice. But here's the game changer. Claim your retirement-ready toolkit for free from Drake & Associates. Just text Bucky to 262-600-2782. That's Bucky to 262-600-2782. Our retirement-ready roadmap is your playbook for financial success. Let's slam dunk your retirement goals together, because at Drake & Associates, we're your winning strategy for a financial game plan.
Drake & Associates is an independent investment advisory firm that offers different investment vehicles. All insurance products are backed by the issuing insurance company. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to SiriusXM Big Ten Radio, channel 372 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Radio 2025. 13 on the shot clock for Wisconsin, 11:24 on the game clock. Badgers 52, Michigan State Spartans 47.
Immediate timeout comes, and we talked about how long I thought Greg was going to keep that group in, because really the only one putting pressure was going to be John Tonje. Well, just got that immediate timeout. You got some subs in now, and I think that's going to change it a little bit. Bought about 45 seconds there with that group, and felt like that was a group maybe that Michigan State might have taken advantage of. So now you get a new one in, and you're ready to rock and roll.
CBS with a classic still photo of Bo Ryan and Gene Steratore. Bo Ryan not happy.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
That's so good.
You mean
so good.
Not happy? Never.
Oh.
Never.
Great look. McGee inbounds to Tonje. Right corner three is over everything, and Richardson comes up with it. Here comes Fears up the floor for Michigan State. Fears left wing. Tonje is on him. A throw to Cohen Carr between the circles. Flips to Carson Cooper at the top. 11-10 to play. 5-point lead Wisconsin. Trey Holloman throwing to Cooper. Top of the circle. Dribbles right wing. Nothing there. Gives off to Holloman. Pull up mid-range. Right side. Off the rim. No good. Rebound. Knocked out of bounds. It stayed inbounds. It was tapped in by Tonje to John Blackwell. Blackwell up the floor for Wisconsin. He'll toss to Crowell, refeeds Blackwell, fans to the right side, throws to Crowell, sends to Tonje, off the left wing, steps back, jumper away, good for Tonje, long two for Tonje, and it's 54-47 Wisconsin. 10:35 remaining, Cooper left of the lane against Stephen Crowell, works to the block, Cooper backing, pivots, tough shot left hand, back iron no good, Tonje the rebound for Wisconsin. 10:22 remaining, 54-47 the Badgers. Blackwell to the line. Blackwell down the lane to the rim. Up way too strong, no good. Rebound tapped, gathered by Holloman. Up the floor is Trey Holloman ahead to Richardson. Wide open three, right side, good. Turn of events there. 54-50 Wisconsin with 10:04 remaining. Gilmore throwing to Tonje on the left wing. Tonje matched up with Fears. Tonje out the crowd, back to Tonje, driving to the line, got by Fears, swoops to the rim, goes up, no good. Rebound tip to Fears. Here comes Michigan State. Fears up the middle. He'll throw to Cohen Carr, feeds Fears again, left of the circle. Fears against Kamari McGee. Now it's Cooper tossing to Richardson high on the right. Richardson with 13 points today, 15 on the shot clock. Badgers up 4, 9:35 to play. Trey Holloman. Left of the lane against Blackwell. Holloman works in the paint, bobbles, darts it back out. Fears drives off the left wing. And the lane goes up and it rolls through. It's good. Spartans within 2. 54-52, Wisconsin, 9:18 remaining. Blackwell feeds Gilmore. He'll throw it to McGee on the left wing. McGee backs up. Now whips it to Crowell. To turn down the open look as Cooper closed on him. Crowell gives it up to Blackwell on the right side. Blackwell to the right elbow, jumper away, off the rim, no good. The Badgers have gone cold. Cohen Carr the rebound. Here's Jeremy Fears. 2 would tie it, 3 would take the lead for Michigan State. 8:50 remaining. Fears against Blackwell. Fears driving left lane line in the paint, feeds Carr, lines up a 3. He'll take it and miss it. Rebound McGee.
Carr's made 4 threes all season. Here's McGee throwing to Crowell left of the circle. Crowell with a toss for Gilmore between the arcs. 8.5 minutes to play. Gilmore driving in the lane, goes to the rim, goes up, no good. Rebound tipped from McGee to Cooper. Another missed empty possession for Wisconsin. Richardson goes through the lane, dribbles to the right wing. 8:18 remaining, 54-52 Wisconsin.
You want to get to this under 8 timeout here.
Here's Trey Holloman, blows off the left wing of the rim shot, blocked by Gilmore. Into the hands of Kamari McGee with 8:07 to play. 54-52 Wisconsin. Gilmore throws to Crowell left of the circle. Feeds Tanjay left wing. Step back 3, Tanjay got it. John
Kid's
Tanjay.
Been special, man. The kid's been special.
57-52 Wisconsin, 7:48 remaining. 28 for Tanjay. Jeremy Fears out high, throwing to Holloman at the right point. Holloman gives it up to Cohen Carr, left of the circle. He'll feed Fears, lobs to Carr, slam dunk.
That's what Wisconsin's got to be loaded. In East Lansing, that's what Michigan State took advantage of. I'm telling you, this under 8 minutes is crucial. Just Wisconsin needs to get their legs underneath them, catch their breath a little bit here.
57-54 Wisconsin, 7:18 remaining. Crowell hands off to Tanjay. Here's John, hooks it back to Crowell, swings to Gilmore, kicks to Blackwell, snaps off a 3, book it. Blackwell a triple, 60-54 Wisconsin, 7:05 to play. Fears long pass ahead. Richardson left corner 3. Back at you.
They need the under 8 right now. You can just see it. They're losing defensively, offensively. Thankfully, they're banged a couple of threes there.
60-57 Wisconsin. 6:50 remaining. Carter Gilmore up top, hands off to Tanjay. Tanjay hard left-hand dribble, a step back 3 and a whistle before the shot that he missed as Gilmore got sent to the floor. And a timeout, and there is that media break with 6:43 remaining in Indianapolis. Another Badgers Spartans classic unfolding. Wisconsin 60, Michigan State 57. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm Sawyer. And I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober. Or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
It's Truck Month with the Ford crew.
Sam, do you know what these trucks have in common?
They're all Ford trucks.
And
they're built Ford tough?
Also true, but specifically they're Ford F-Series trucks, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years.
48 years? We should celebrate a month-long event.
Sam.
A truckload of value.
Sam.
Across the entire lineup of Ford trucks.
Sam.
That's called Truck Month already, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I knew it.
Based on 1977 to 2024 CY Industry reported total sales.
The 2025 Wisconsin football schedule is here, and you should be too. Season tickets are on sale now, so don't miss your chance to jump around at Camp Randall Stadium this fall. Last year, 6 of 7 home games were sellouts, proof that there's nothing like game day with the Badgers. Secure your spot for marquee matchups against Ohio State, Washington, and Iowa, and enjoy the best value to see Wisconsin football in action. For more information and to get your season tickets, visit ewbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
6 minutes, 43 seconds remaining in this Big Ten Tournament semifinal game. Wisconsin 60, Michigan State 57. The foul before that media timeout is on Jeremy Fears, his third, team's 6th. Wisconsin will be on offense up by 3.
We've done enough games together. One of those things walking over here, when we got together here, I said this is going to go to about the 4-minute mark, and then somebody's going to make a play. kind of sitting there right there as we look at it right now. I think the biggest thing overall is what needs to happen. Wisconsin defensively can't get lost in the pick and roll action. Offensively, keep turning that corner. They turn that corner. Now all of a sudden they're putting pressure at the rim, or they're getting to the free throw line.
Greg Gard buying a little extra time for rest for John Tonje. Max Klesman back in the game. Winter, Crowd, Janicki, and McGee. Kamari inbound, sideline right into Janicki. Flips to Winter. Quick pass to Max Klesman. Max to the line. Max brings it back out front. Gives off to Winter. Winter throws to Crowd. Left foul line extended. Now it's Janicki for three. Left side, and that's an air ball, and it's out of bounds to Michigan State.
Just not the shot Wisconsin needed there. They can turn the corner. And I know Jack's young in this, but don't stop if it's working.
6:25 to play. 3-point lead, Wisconsin. Jace Richardson. Richardson off the Kohler screen for three, and the tie got fouled by McGee. Three-shot foul.
I'm telling you.
Wow, did he kick his leg?
I absolutely think he kicked it. Absolutely. It was an awkward release. He baited Kamari into it.
Did a little bit, that left leg. They get Kamari for the foul. Three-shot foul. Jace Richardson, 83% free throw shooter. And he'll get three tosses right here. And the first is in the air, and it's straight through. The son of Jason Richardson, the Michigan State star, part of the two Final Four teams, a reserve on the 2000 national championship team. Second free throw for Jace. That bounces in. He remains perfect to the foul line. John Blackwell comes in for Janicki. 60-59 Wisconsin with 6:18 remaining.
It was just an awkward way to finish that jump shot. Let's just say it that way. It wasn't straight up, straight down.
Mm-hmm. Third free throw for Jace Richardson, and the freshman hits them all. We're tied at 60. Here's Kamari McGee as the Michigan State fans get riled up. Stephen Crowd to the front court of the right side, throws to Nolan Winter left of the circle. He sends to Blackwell. Blackwell tosses to Crowd. Looking out high, feeds Winter between the circles, back to Crowd. Crowd on the right wing. Now it's Blackwell, 9 to shoot. Blackwell against Akins, baseline right, throws it up, got it. Will it count? Yes, it does, and a foul. Oh, what a piece of work from John Blackwell as the Badgers regain the lead.
And it's just there's a screen there. John Blackwell rejects the screen and then goes through the contact. The best thing was John had both hands on the basketball. At times, John has a tendency to push off. Because he was going into the layup motion, he had both hands on that ball, and he's able to finish it.
Foul is on Akins, his second. Blackwell with a free throw. It's good. 63-60 Wisconsin. 5:53 and counting left in the game. With the ball is Jace Richardson. Right of the circle against Kamari McGee. Throwing to Akins. Flips to Fears. Fears off the left wing. Kicks it back out to Jackson Kohler. Dribbles to the right wing. Hands off Akins off the right wing. In the lane up left hand. No, but a foul. It somehow stayed out. Akins will go to the free throw line for two shots. He's an 80% foul shooter.
Isn't it a beautiful thing when you've got a feeling that a game's going to be really good? And then all of a sudden it is really good? I mean, this is just two really good teams going back and forth. Guys making plays on a big-time stage. This is what it's about.
Yep, Nolan Winter picked up that foul. He has 4. And Jaden Akins with 3 points in the game. They came in the first half. So he's an 80% free throw shooter, but he's too hard with the first throw off the back rim. Gilmore in for Winter. Tonje in for McGee. Cooper subs in for Michigan State out there with Kohler, Fears, Richardson, and Akins at the foul line. 5:36 remaining, 63-60 Wisconsin. Second free throw for the senior out of Farmington, Michigan, Jaden Akins, and he hits the second. And Cohen Carr will come in. And Akins will come out. 63-61 Wisconsin. And here comes John Blackwell for the Badgers. 10 points today for Blackwell. Gilmore with a pass for Tonje. Darts it into Crowd. Single coverage Cooper. Crowd back and turns up left hand. Good. Stephen Crowd with 5. 65-61 Wisconsin. 5:20 remaining.
That's a great play call by Greg Gard. They haven't gone to the post at all. They call it right there. Michigan State's falling asleep.
Here's Richardson. Outside right, shadowed by Max Klesmit. Tough bounce, nice catch. Fears, and he gets hammered by Tanjay. Down low, free throws coming up for Jeremy Fears. The foul on Tanjay will be his second.
I can't emphasize that play call by Greg Gard, though.
Yep.
I mean, they have not gone to the post hardly at all. And all of a sudden, Michigan State's lulled to sleep, cross screen to get the ball into the post to Big Steve. Like, he stole the 2 points there.
First free throw for Fears is good. He's a 74% free throw shooter. Akins comes back in for Richardson.
And in a tight game, stealing possessions and stealing points are going to matter. Like that, I can't emphasize. I know it's 5:06 left, but just, I mean.
Big. 65-62, Wisconsin. Second free throw, Jeremy Fears on the way, and he hit them both. Trey Holloman will come in for Fears. 65-63, the Badgers. 5:06 remaining. And here comes John Blackwell for the Badgers up the right sideline. He'll throw to Gilmore out between the arcs. Leaves it for Klesmit up top. Klesmit gets a high screen from Crowell. Whips to Gilmore left side. Tosses to Crowell. Crowell leaves it for Blackwell. Throws it back to Gilly for three. Left side. He hit it. Carter Gilmore. His second three today. 68-63. Wisconsin with 4:40 remaining. Oh, Carter Gilmore going a little Gilly James again. Here's Trey Holloman right of the lane. He'll throw it to Cohen Carr. Feeds Akins outside left. Klesmit digging in. Akins driving on him in the lane. Throws it up and in and one. They'll get Blackwell for the foul.
Just sit back, listen, and enjoy, because this is what it is. It's just a drive. Max has got to stay in front. It's a straight line drive. Now, all of a sudden, that's where Akins is able to go. But you got Gilly James drilling the three. You got an answer on this end.
It's three on Blackwell. I think the officials over at the scores table to make sure they got the housekeeping right. We'll check it. It's on Klesmit.
That's what I thought.
Okay,
that's what I thought.
Right.
Yeah.
The free throw, no good. Cooper the rebound, and an extended possession for Michigan State. Kohler against Gilmore. Left block, Kohler. Left shoulder turn, up right hand, good.
Got a rebound.
68-67, Wisconsin with 4:13 remaining.
Yes, you got to seal more than rebound. You got to seal that, so it can't happen.
Gilmore throwing to Tanjay with 28 points today. Tanjay up top against Akins. He'll give it up to Crowell. Flips to Klesmit on the right wing. Klesmit out to Gilly, fakes the three. Gilmore, spin move in the lane. One pump, gets it into Crowell. Low in the right, up, missed, hit, no. Rebound, Crowell, extended possession. Blackwell for three. Off the rim, no. Rebound loose, gathered by Kohler. Here comes Michigan State. 3:42 to play. 1 point lead, Wisconsin. 68-67, the Badgers. Trey Holloman out between the circles for the Spartans. 3.5 minutes remaining. Richardson on the right side. Richardson to the line. Cuts through the lane. Short jumper away. Missed it. Rebound. Kohler. Foul called on Wisconsin, I believe. Yep. Keith Kimball on the call. We'll have the under 4 media timeouts. Before we throw to a commercial, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. 10 for an ID. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield. Now we'll throw to a commercial break. 3:24 remaining. Wisconsin 68, Michigan State 67. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Menards is the one-stop shop for huge savings on new, energy-efficient appliances. Upgrade your home today and save big on top appliance brands including KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, and Criterion. Buy now, save now on Whirlpool appliances you can take home today. Check out our entire selection of home appliances on Menards.com. Plus, view the weekly flyer for many other great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Jerry?
Yes, honey.
Ooh, don't you think... Jerry!
I know. I'm calling Cleary.
You know, sometimes DIY means don't involve yourself. You can still have the building of your dreams. Just let the amazing team at Clary do the work we love. Clary Building Corp., stopping do-it-yourselfers from injuring themselves since 1978.
An elegant, intimate experience in fine dining is right here at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge features choice cuts of Angus beef and fresh seafood prepared to perfection over an open flame grill, complemented by an extensive selection of fine wines and signature martinis. A passion for detail in exceptional dining. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Open Thursday through Sunday. Call and make your reservations today.
Time to pick today's Old Dominion Best of the Game, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best of the game and is proud to be the official freight carrier of Wisconsin Athletics. What a show John Tonje is putting on today, Butchie. 28 points here so far.
And efficient. 8 of 14, 4 of 9 from 3. And I think when you look at overall, you got 3:24 left in this game. We've talked about Michigan State, who's going to be the guy to take over. You know, it's been Richardson over the last couple of times. Question I've got for Wisconsin: who's going to be your guy? Is it going to be Blackwell? Is it going to be Tonje? For me, we've gone. It's not like Wisconsin's been in a lot of these barn burners.
Yeah, you're right.
Right, like they haven't been in a lot of these. Now, I think that's the thing that you look at this group when you've gone. Now, we've seen it over the past when it's been tight. What they've gone to, they've gone to a flat 1-4 and let John Tonje or John Blackwell work in those situations. But with 3:24 left, you can't go to that. That's an end-of-game situation.
Yep.
So you've still got to get great ball movement and still play through your offense. And I feel it's almost like rinse and repeat, but East Lansing, what happened? Very tight game here, 4 minutes.
Yep.
What happened? Michigan State went ball screen action with lobs at the rim. Defensively, Wisconsin needs to lock in with the ball screen stuff.
3:24 to play, 68-67 Wisconsin. Carter Gilmore was called for that foul. The team's ninth. Jackson Kohler is at the foul line for a 1-and-1. He's an 83% free throw shooter. He has 6 points today. His first attempt at the foul line this afternoon. Front into the 1-and-1 is no good. Rebound tipped. Still fought for, and Richardson gathers for Michigan State. The possession continues for the Spartans. And some big offensive rebounds late on March 2nd. Here's Richardson off the right wing. Richardson in the lane, goes up, back rim, no. Rebound again, fought for. Blackwell gathers. Left corner for Wisconsin, 3 minutes to play. 68-67 the Badgers. Blackwell throws to Crow. Crow will hand off to Tonje. Going to work. To the line. 14-footer in the lane. Got fouled. Tonje will shoot 2 with the Badgers up 1. 2:51 remaining. Jaden Akins for his third foul. Team's 8th. John Tonje, who is 8 of 8 at the foul line today, 28 points. He'll shoot a pair. 68-67 Wisconsin.
What I loved about that is Michigan State went in under that screen. John had a 3, but he realized he could still get to the paint for a little mid-range jump shot. I know Wisconsin doesn't love mid-range. With 2:51 left, I'm okay with that.
Absolutely.
Knowing that he's putting pressure and can get to the rim.
He hit the first free throw. Second one's airborne and right down the middle. 70-67 Wisconsin. 2:50 remaining in Indianapolis. Badger fans back on their feet. Holloman sets the floor. Fans off to the left side around a Cooper screen. Shadowed by McGee. Holloman right lane line throws it up. Way off the mark. Rebound weak side by Blackwell. 2:35 remaining. 70-67 Wisconsin. Blackwell right sideline. Front court throws to Gilmore. Rotates to Tonje on the left wing. Tonje against Akins. A pass for Crow. High on the right. He's with Cooper. Crow gives off to McGee. Kamari darts it to Gilmore. High on the left. Flips to Blackwell. 8 to shoot. Blackwell baseline left. Got bumped and lost it out of bounds. It'll belong to Michigan State. Ooh,
and it was just a turnover. I mean, there's nothing. There was
no window to squeeze through if you're Blackwell.
There was no window. It was good defense.
Good play on. Yep. 2:10 to play. 70-67 Wisconsin. Here's Fears against Tonje. at the top of the circle. He'll throw to Akins with Blackwell defending. Now it's Kohler left of the circle. Kohler hands off to Fears, flips to Cooper, top of the wheel, 15 to shoot. Richardson right wing. Richardson off the wing, trips, maintains the dribble, keeps it alive. Kohler, 7 to shoot. Fears at the top, 5 to shoot. Fears right foul line extended, blows off the wing, double pump, 1 to shoot. Akins for 3 and the tie, off the rim, no. Rebound, Crowell for Wisconsin. 1:38 to play.
And you can use this time. You got 1:34-24 on the shot clock.
1:30 to play, 70-67 Wisconsin. Tanjay walks the dribble to the center circle with a shot clock at 13. Tanjay against Fears, 1:20 to play, shot clock at 10. Here's Blackwell, shot clock at 7. Blackwell inches up, 5 to shoot, high screen Crowell. Blackwell drives to the hole, layup good for Blackwell. 5-point lead Wisconsin, 1:07 to play. Fears the other way, left foul line extended, feeds Kohler, tries a 3, good! Jackson Kohler a triple, and a timeout taken by Michigan State with 61 seconds to play. 72-70 Wisconsin.
Man, you got two really good basketball teams here. I mean, that's just what it comes down to.
How about that 3 from Jackson Kohler?
I mean, he's capable.
32%. He's capable.
It's not like he was too wide open, but you want to take care of the drive first. That's what they did. They took care of the drive. Not to say you want to give up that wide a look for 3, but they did, and he buries it. Now you've got, sitting here with a 2-point lead with a minute left.
1:01 to play. Spartans using a timeout. Izzo has 1 available. Greg Gard has 3. Possession arrow belongs to Michigan State. The next foul Wisconsin commits has Michigan State in the double bonus. The Spartans are guilty of 8 fouls.
Defensively, Michigan State, they've taken away the 3-point shooters. They've gone under on the ball screen action with John Tanjay. If I'm John or Wisconsin, I'm looking to rescreen that action quickly to get them a little bit lower.
1 minute, 1 second remaining. Wisconsin 72, Michigan State 70.
I think when you look at a minute left and Greg drawing up a play, he's been really, really good this afternoon as far as making sure the end line out of bounds, side out of bounds, ATOs have been really good. I mean, he won end line out of bounds. They ran a great wiper to get John Tanjay a wide open look there. This ATO after timeout play right now, I'm expecting it to be a thing of beauty again because Greg's been dialing in today.
Gilmore, Crowell, McGee, Blackwell, and Tanjay, the 5 of the 4 for the Badgers. Cooper, Kohler, Richardson, Fears, and Akins for Michigan State. Spartans not pressing. Inbounds pass to Blackwell. He brings it up in the final minute of regulation. 72-70, Wisconsin leads Michigan State. Blackwell the standing dribble at the center circle. 50 to play, 19 to shoot. Blackwell uncontested left-hand hip-high dribble. 45 to play, 14 to shoot. Now Crowell creeps up for the high screen. Blackwell will use it, moving to his right. Kicks it to Gilmore, right wing. Gilly feeds Tanjay, 5 to shoot. Tanjay steps back, 3 in the air. It's off the rim, no good. Long rebound, pinballed around.
The foul,
foul called on Michigan State with 31.4 to play. Badgers clinging to a 2-point lead.
And it was a foul on Jaden Akins. John Blackwell gets this ball, but Jaden Akins is face guarding him on the rebound.
4 fouls on Akins. Blackwell at the line for a 1-and-1. Both teams with 9 fouls. 31.4 to play. 72-70 Wisconsin. Blackwell 3 out of 5 at the foul line today. Front end is money. 73-70 Wisconsin. 31.4 seconds remaining.
Defensively, Wisconsin, you're here, you're watching this free throw, but defensively, if you're Wisconsin, you're trying to make Michigan State use a lot of time to score.
Blackwell takes a deep breath. Second free throw. Good. And it's 74-70 Wisconsin. Timeout Wisconsin. 74-70 the Badgers. 31.4 seconds remaining. John Blackwell with the pressure free throws. He has 14 points today.
And the nation's best free throw shooting team is 19 of 22 at the line this afternoon.
I got a big smile on my face because Greg Gard calls that timeout. Why does he call that timeout? Calls that timeout to make sure that the defense is set to see if Michigan State can keep using.
I say this a lot going into the Big Ten tournament. Some of the best Wisconsin games I've witnessed have been in this event.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's just, the bigger stage is next week. But this isn't a small stage, and the Badgers and Spartans putting on another terrific show today.
No, it is. But again, I can't emphasize that timeout by Greg Gard because if you look at it now, Michigan State has to go against a set defense. It's going to take more time. Time up 4. That's what you need.
Inbounds pass, Jeremy Fears. 30 seconds left. Badgers up 4. Fears to the front court. Works to the left side. 25 seconds. Fears at the top of the circle. The pass knocked away.
And it's called a foul, and it was. It was.
Called. Oh,
it was.
Oh, they're going to get Kamari McGee as he tripped up
Richardson. It was, and it was. Kamari's into him for sure. It's a dicey pass, but Kamari was on the screening action. Kamari fouled him. During the screening action, Kamari fouled him.
22.6 to play. Richardson will shoot 2. He's 5 of 5 today. 19 points, 7 rebounds. Badgers up 74-70. Richardson felt that a little bit. It's a little time to shake that off, and the freshman star will make his way to the free throw line. He takes a deep breath. His 3 rhythm dribbles, eyes the rim. First free throw is good.
You got it. Here's another substitution to get Nolan Winter in. So now you've got your 2 7-footers on the block in case there's a miss here for rebounding purposes. Defensively, Wisconsin has to pinch to make sure they don't give up an offensive rebound from the free throw line.
Cohen Carr checking in for Michigan State. Winter in for Gilmore. Klesman about to go to the scorer's table. Richardson the second free throw. Badgers up 3. 22.6 seconds to play. Second free throw is good. And now Klesman will come in for McGee. 74-72 Wisconsin. As the Spartans now showing a look of a press. 22.6 seconds to play. Izzo gets his guys organized. No one is on Klesman. He'll be throwing it in. Klesman shuffles left, gets it into Winter, hands it back to Max, and they get the foul on Carr. He fouled Winter with 21.7 seconds to play. Winter, a 79% free throw shooter. Both teams are in the double bonus now. Nolan 2 of 2 at the line today. 21.7 seconds to play. 74-72 Wisconsin. Winter with 5 points today. Been saddled with foul trouble. He's out there with 4, as is Klesman. So a couple of more pressure free throws coming up for Nolan Winter, the sophomore out of Lakeville, Minnesota. First free throw rattles in. Never in doubt. It rattled in. It rattled out. It went back in. 75-72 Wisconsin.
Never in doubt. Never in doubt.
Tongue in cheek.
Yep.
McGee back in. Klesman out. Second free throw coming up for Nolan Winter. On the way. And he missed it short. Cooper the rebound. Badgers up 3. 20 seconds left. Here comes Jeremy Fears. 15 seconds. Fears driving to the bucket, and he got fouled by Tanjay with 14.9 to play. 75-72 Wisconsin. So a free throw fest here. Tanjay the foul, his third. Fears at the line. 74% for the season. 2 of 2 today. 12 points this afternoon for Jeremy Fears. First free throw, good. 75-73 Wisconsin. Carr back in. Kohler out. Holloman is in for Akins.
The quick attack by Michigan State is exactly what you want to do in that situation.
Klesman ready to check back in. Fears with the second free throw. He made the first. And he made the second. 75-74 Wisconsin. Klesman back in. Winter out. Klesman again will inbound. Press is on. And no one is on Max. Little shuffle to the left. Still looking. No one available. Timeout, Wisconsin. 14.9 seconds remaining. 75-74. Wisconsin leading Michigan State. 30-second timeout taken by Greg Gard. Both Gard and Izzo with one timeout available. Again, keep in mind, both teams are in the double bonus, and Michigan State has the possession arrow.
Now, Michigan State's been really good as far as the way that they've guarded the end line out, as far as switching everything, making it tough to get in. Wisconsin had to use a timeout there. But it's one of those things where in that situation as a player, you've got to cut with a purpose. You have to be physical. And then no matter what, most of the time, they're going to be on you. You have to play off your hip. You have to seal with your hip. Yep. If you don't, that's when steals happen. If you seal with that hip, then go get the ball. They're going to foul you immediately with 14.9 on the clock, but you have to seal with this hip.
Steven Crowd will be inbounding now. And a little football lineup.
Yeah. And we've seen this before. I mean, there's a lot of teams have gone to this.
And it'll be Klesman inbounding. Crowd to the right, three receivers left. Roaming left is Max Klesman. Gets it into Tanjay, who gets fouled right away by Cohen Carr with 14.3 seconds to play. And John Tanjay will step to the foul line. He has 30 points today. The Badgers lead by 1, 75-74.
And if you're Wisconsin, if John makes both these, you're up 3. But with 14.3, still too early to foul up 3.
Tanjay steps to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. Badgers up 1. First free throw, Tanjay, is good. Kohler and Akins back in. Carr and Holloman out. 76-74 Wisconsin. 14.3 seconds remaining here in Indianapolis. John Tanjay, another terrific game. Second free throw on the way. It's good. He's 12 for 12 at the line. Gilmore in, Klesman out. Timeout, Michigan State. Final one for Izzo. 77-74 Wisconsin with 14.3 seconds remaining.
Like I said, too early for the foul up 3 group that, when to foul. But if I'm Michigan State here, knowing that Greg's going to foul at this point, I'm running a play to try to get a 3. Now, if it's all taken away, which Wisconsin should do, then you take the quick 2. But, I mean, the draw up right now, if I'm Tom Izzo, is to try to get a look for 3, just based on we know how this plays out.
Yep, and Jace Richardson is 4 of 5 today. Spartans are 7 of 17. Of course, Richardson doing the heavy lifting there. They were 7 of 15 yesterday. So for a team that doesn't shoot the 3 well, they have shot it well here in Indianapolis. Richardson, 21 points, 4 of 5 from distance. John Tanjay, 32 points. He's hit 4 threes, and he is perfect at the free throw line, 12 for 12. Crowell, Gilmore, Tanjay, McGee, and Blackwell on the floor for Wisconsin. Holloman, Fears, Richardson, Kohler, and Akins for Michigan State. Fears doesn't shoot many threes, but he's capable. 39%. Mentioned Richardson, 39% coming into the game. And better than that today is...
And now they're having a problem with sub. Now Michigan State called the timeout, so they should, they should have allowed the substitution. I don't know why.
So here we go. Trey Holloman will be inbounding. 14.3 seconds to play, 77-74 Wisconsin. Holloman inbounds to Fears. Up the floor, right side. Tanjay defense. Fears right of the lane, stops. Feeds Holloman for 3. Blocked by Gilmore. It's loose. Tanjay's there. He's fouled with 6 seconds left. Another moment for Gilly James. What timing on the block from Carter Gilmore.
What a block by Carter Gilmore is right. He was there for the initial help, and then the fly out to get a piece.
Trey Holloman, who hit that half-court heave at Maryland, gets denied by Gilmore. Tanjay will shoot 2, 6 seconds left. Badgers up 3. First free throw, Tanjay is short. Just to add to the drama, 77-74 the Badgers.
Even if he misses, it's a foul situation. You're up 3. There's 6 seconds left here. If he makes it, no big deal. You know what to do up 4.
Second free throw for Tanjay on the way, and that's going to roll off. Rebound, Fierce, 5 seconds.
You got to get him. You got to foul.
4, and he throws one up. Knocked away. Gilmore ahead to Tanjay, and we'll see it tomorrow. The Badgers win it. They hang on and defeat Michigan State 77-74.
I'll let you go, but I think there was, and we'll see if John Tanjay, because they were trying to foul.
Oh, he got the
he
ball.
He got all ball.
But
John Tanjay was trying to foul that time, but thankfully he got all ball when he reached in.
He sure did. I was waiting for the whistle.
Because it was a foul here situation, and John Tanjay got all ball.
Woo-hoo-hoo. He sure did. And after John Tanjay, who had made 12 straight free throws, missed 2.
I don't know if it was all ball again, Matt. I don't know if it's all ball. Thank you, is what I will say.
What a game it was, as the Badgers will advance to the Big Ten Tournament Championship game for the second straight year. Wisconsin 77, Michigan State 74.
I lean towards all ball, though. The more that we watch from this, it does look like it was all ball, man. I know it was one of those, but man.
We will be talking to someone here. I don't know. Is that the wire? Okay, I think we're going to be joined by Badgers head coach Greg Gard as they get him hooked up. As coach, just another boring day at the office here, huh?
Wow, is that heck of a Patrick? I'm good, man. I can hear.